HD2 and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Got the number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor!
Call them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
All right, it's DNR with you on a sexy, rainy Monday. Welcome, ESPN New York. I hope you had a great weekend. Friday was an amazing event. We had a great time. We met a ton of people. We played an inordinate amount of pickleball, and we say good morning to you. Rick, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'd like to say that I'm fully recovered from Friday, but that would be a lie.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. And you know what hurt this weekend a lot for me?
Everything?
My left butt cheek.
That's funny because my right butt cheek is
Really?
shot. Yeah, it's gone.
Terrible.
Yeah. It's
Terrible.
It was worth it, but yeah, I'm actually thinking about going to get some physical therapy or something.
That was a lot.
That was a great time though, man. I got to tell you, every time we do one of those events, I was telling a bunch of people after we were done, I was like, we should do this so much more than we do it. Just like just the vibe of being out, doing a live show, having everybody from the station in a place like Pickleball Heaven, which is, no joke. Like, if you're going to play pickleball, that's the place to do it. Right? The TVs are unbelievable. The food was great. The drinks are good. The people are awesome. All of it. It was 6 o'clock.
There's nothing negative.
Dude, it was 6 o'clock in the morning, and me and you looked over, and we're like, these guys are going to be a problem for this tournament. It turns out they were just there to play pickleball at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's right. They were not there to match up against us. They were just there to play pickleball, and it was filled. Absolutely,
it was amazing,
at 6
man.
o'clock in the morning.
And I got a surprise for you.
Me?
Well, that's not really a surprise. It's for both of us. I got a text message from our friends at Masters after the event.
Uh-huh.
And apparently they've made us some nice custom Masters T-shirts.
Really?
Oh, which are nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I almost could have used another racket because I was throwing mine all over the place during the match.
Listen, you get a little intense. I was also told that. Yeah, I didn't realize that we had the microphones on for a lot of that. So
you didn't realize?
Well,
when I put the microphone on, I said to Kevin, who seemed to be running point on the microphone, I said, cursing? And he's like, have at it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but that's not
okay.
great.
If you're giving me the green light to curse, then let the expletives fly.
Felt like every other word might have been a curse.
Well,
I don't feel great about it. I don't feel great about it.
I felt fine. First, man, although during the pre-show call, we had like a moment we couldn't really get over with Ray. It was very, very strange. So the first match we played, they were fine. They were not great. They were not terrible. I thought we played awful. I was
awful.
Freezing. And then I thought to myself, is something really wrong with me? Like, is blood not circulating through my body? And then I looked over at RJ, and he's, no joke, he's wearing a winter jacket.
Yeah.
I was like, you cold? He's like, it's freezing in here. And I was like, okay, so at least I come by it honestly. And I didn't think we played well. And Ray's like, well, at least you played those guys in the first match. I'm like, yeah, but we lost the match. He's like, yeah, but at least you got it out of the way early. Like, but we lost that match.
Yeah, right.
And we played another 7 or 8 matches and didn't lose another one. So I don't understand the point, Ray, of how you're like, well, it's good that we played them early because we lost to them in the first match.
I was more talking about it was good that you got the bad match out of the way early. Wasn't really talking about the opponent much. Just the fact that you played the bad game early. That's all.
Our worst match in the first match, yes.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, I get what see, what Ray is saying would have been like if you played your bad match against a really good team first. Right?
Yeah, I was concerned. I was concerned that could have destroyed your confidence. It could have destroyed your cohesiveness as a team. It could have gone backwards. We didn't want that.
We had a couple moments, couple great comebacks where we almost lost. Dave melted for a minute, and we got him back, and then we came all the way back. We had some nice comebacks on Friday.
There were 2 matches, Ray. We were down 10-4, games to 11, and we fought our way back, and we won both of those matches 12-10.
That's impressive. See,
yeah. That was impressive.
If you hadn't been able to overcome that, I would be worried about the dynamic between the two of you
No,
right
the
now.
dynamic with us was fine. And I will stand by and say this, and the opponents were great, and they were fun, and it was entertaining, and the whole thing. I stand by because we've played together in the past numerous times now. I don't think that was our best pickleball. I know it wasn't mine, and I stand by. I don't think it was Rick's. I don't think either of us were all that great.
I was having a hard time moving. I did not feel great going into that. I don't know if it was just being up, but my back, it was not great. But here's the thing, though, is we found a way to ham and egg our way through that thing. I mean, at one point I fell down and then popped back up, and we still
I didn't even know that
point.
happened. I swear. So they posted that video, and they're like, watch Rick diving all over. And I watched them like, I had no idea that happened behind me. RJ, did you know that happened? You probably did. You were watching the whole court. I was so clueless up at the net. I was just like, oh, nice shot, good shot, Rick. And then we won the point. And people were like screaming. I was like, yeah, that's right. We won that point.
If you watch it, I watched it a couple different times, and I actually, like, you could see Cass in the back, like, reacting to the point, like, 'cause she was so dialed in. But when I fall, there's a point when I'm on the ground, like, trying to get back up, that I throw my left hand out, like somehow if the ball gets hit towards me, like I was going to hit it while I was on the ground.
That was a good point, though.
That was great. I had the best view in the house, I think, for that. I was actually standing right behind you guys.
Uh-huh. In your winter coat.
In my
right?
winter coat.
Right.
And Rick, when he was on the ground, the way he was preparing, it's almost like something clicked in his head. He goes, they're going to hit it right to me. And he gets up like mid-backswing, and it was in one motion. It was actually incredible.
Did you recognize, RJ, at the time that I had no idea that was happening behind me?
I did not.
Yeah.
I did not, but it was amazing.
No idea.
I'm just glad the time you threw your racket or your paddle like 20 feet in the air, it didn't hit you in the head.
Because I had some I had some awful shots.
I thought you guys played really well. I know you got to a slow start, but I thought you guys, in totality, really good performance.
After the first match, were you thinking to yourself, uh-oh?
There was a brief moment.
You're like, these guys stink.
Oh, no.
No, there was a brief moment you guys are both up at the net, and you're playing aggressive, and someone just kind of placed it right in between you, and it was not hit hard, and it was blooped just right in between you. Both thought the other one was going to hit
That
it.
happens, though.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
a common occurrence.
But you guys were down at the time, and Rick looked at you, and he goes, Dave! And I was like, uh-oh, here we go. But you guys battled back. You got the chemistry down, and I was proud of you.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Thank you. Friday night might have been the most tired I've ever been in my entire life. I'm not kidding.
I had to go into the city.
I don't know how, and I don't know why.
I had a dinner reservation in the city.
That's insanity. So, I mean, for me to get home took an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Alex had a lacrosse game I had to get to.
Oh.
Yeah, and I got home and was so tired. I watched basketball, and you ever have this? I love college basketball. It's outside the NFL. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
All I wanted to happen was to end.
Yeah.
Like just end so I can go to sleep. I went to bed about 12:30, and typically I get up to go to the bath. Like nothing. I didn't see anything till 9 o'clock in the morning. Nothing.
That's a nice sleep.
That was great. But you ever have one of those sleeps you wake up and you're like, I'm still so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
every
what it was.
day. Every single day.
That's what it was. So we grinded our way to numerous victories.
Yeah.
As did St. John's. Because St. John's, they had that game. That game was signed, sealed, delivered, done, and Kansas was not playing well, and Kansas was turning the ball over so much it was actually upsetting to watch, and they came all the way back. Peterson hits those 2 free throws. The game is tied. And then I know this will be a big topic of conversation today, the fouling at the end. I think the fouling is the right thing to do when you have that many fouls to give. I didn't think they applied it properly. But they get the ball into the hands of Darling. He's got a little under 4 seconds to go, drives down the right side of the lane, lays it up and in at the buzzer. And for the first time in 27 years, St. John's is in the Sweet 16.
Right. And then, let's not forget to mention what Bryce Hopkins did from 3 either. And what he's been doing from 3. It was 6 threes in that game. And I think in the first 2 games, St. John's has 21 threes. So,
they'll shoot him. Like, they don't shoot him in a very high
percent.
But because Ejiofor is such a dominant low post player, they wind up getting a lot of really, really good looks. So they'll take them and they'll hit some. Like, percentage-wise, not great, but they'll hit some.
Well, if you're going to get open looks, right, you should take them. But did you hear Dylan Darling after the game talking about the game-winning shot? And they asked him, was that the first? He's like, yeah, that's my first time in college. And Pitino was like, what do you have, one in the NBA we don't know about? And he's like, no, this is not the first time I played basketball. I never had one in high school.
I thought that response from Pitino was a little bit strange.
Yes,
you scored game-winning hoops in the NBA. It's like, no, I did. These are not the first games I've ever played on a basketball court, Coach.
Right.
Right?
Leave it to Pitino to bust his chops, yeah. But, I mean, the fact that he wanted that in that moment and then comes through was unbelievable. I mean, that's you dream about that, right?
Right.
And that's, again, like, who knows what's going to happen? But when you have someone that has that kind of confidence, I mean, I guess you have to feel good about it. And he comes through, and now they're in the Sweet 16, and they got to face the number one seed in the whole tournament.
Right, and that is the Sweet 16 dream matchup. That is because you have New York.
Yep.
You have, I think it's fair to say, the biggest of the blue bloods, right? I mean, Michigan is certainly big, Kansas is big, but now they're out. UCLA, now they're out. North Carolina, obviously, they're out, and they got bounced in the first round. This is everything you could want. It's in D.C., so it's pretty much equidistant, right, from Durham and from New York. Yep. It's got all the makings of what should be a phenomenal scene. And so how about this? Ben has 2 games on Saturday at noon at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore.
Oh.
And I was like, you know what? We could go to that game in D.C. on Friday. I looked at tickets. What do you think get-in price is?
Pooh. Get-in price?
Get-in price.
$350.
$700.
$700.
Yeah. I mean, could you script a bigger basketball game?
Not for no.
You got New York, you got Pitino, you got St. John's,
right.
You got Duke, you got in the nation's capital. Like, it has all the makings of just a phenomenal game. It's not the best 2 teams, but it might be the most attractive matchup that you could possibly have in the Sweet 16.
Well, listen, Duke's the number one seed in the whole tournament.
Correct.
Right? But when you looked at the brackets and everyone was filling out their brackets, I mean, the hope was, at least, I mean, for us, was that St. John's would beat Kansas and they'd play Duke in the Sweet 16. And that's what you got. Right? I mean, and that's, again, you saw Duke struggle in the first game, and you gave us those great stats because that's what you do. You're a nugget guy. And now we get out, hopefully St. John shows up, shoots well, and they find a way to get through Duke.
Right. And if you win that game, then you get the winner of Michigan State and UConn.
Oh, yeah.
So enjoy that. But it was great. What was your take, because I certainly have mine, your take on the fouling at the end? Because I saw Ty was like, it's gimmicky, it's awful. I don't have a problem with it at all. I didn't think they executed it very well.
Right. I'm more towards with what you said as opposed to what Ty said. Like, I mean, if you you cannot like the rule, but you can't. I can't criticize you for using it. Like, I'm of the opinion you use whatever's at your disposal to use to your benefit. You use it and take full advantage of it.
So they had 4 fouls to give.
Yeah.
Right. They had only 2 team fouls in that half, which is amazing. The physicality of the game that they had committed 2 team fouls in 19 minutes and 49 seconds. There were 11 seconds left, and I thought they handled it terribly. Rather than let St. John's get the ball, get to half court, foul them with like 5 or 6 seconds left, they fouled them immediately. So now there's 10 seconds left. Then they fouled them immediately again. Now there's like almost 9 seconds left. And they did it twice more. The whole thing finished up at 4 seconds, and St. John's had enough time to get the ball, drive hard to the basket, and literally get a layup at the end.
Now, the whole point of this, too, is to foul before half court, correct?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you want to try to keep them deep. You want to try to keep them deeper in their side of the court, but I thought it was too quick. Like, rather than foul them 1 second and foul them 3 seconds in.
Right, but I think that in those moments, though, even when, like, go back to the Penn-Yale game, right? I don't know. I didn't hear the post-game stuff, but I would imagine that the thought was we should probably foul this guy so he doesn't get off a 3. I've seen other games where, like, you listen to the post game afterwards when they don't foul.
Yeah, a lot of coaches don't buy into it.
Well,
I do.
No, I do too. But sometimes you'll hear, "Well, we had said in the huddle, let's foul," and then they don't go out and do it. So I can understand in those moments where, hey, here's the plan, but then trying to execute the plan is, I mean, you got college kids trying to go do something, also with the fear, like, hey, if I don't do this, and they do advance the ball. That's not what we want either. So maybe the instinct is to do it you end up doing it too quickly.
Maybe.
As opposed to having the patience to relax. Hey, relax.
Right.
But in that moment, you know what I mean? Like you're trying
all
to make
hyped
sure.
Up. I get it. But I mean, if you foul him with 8, your first foul's with 8 instead of 10, then your second foul's with 6.
Right, but what I'm saying is is I got to imagine that, like, if you're doing this in practice, right? Like, if you're one of these teams that make sure, you're one of these coaches that make sure, hey, like, no matter what the situation is, we'll have practiced it. I'm sure during the course of practice, how you're teaching it is, hey, we want to make sure that we do this where by the time we're done giving fouls, they have barely enough time to get a shot off. Or if it's going to be a shot, it's going to be a desperation heave at the bucket, you know? And then I just think that when you get into the game and you're under that kind of pressure in this kind of moment, that maybe the execution is a little off, which is why they had enough time.
Right. I mean, think about it. I mean, Kansas went through all these hoops. They jumped through all these hoops and foul and foul and foul and another foul and make sure you're set up. And then at the end of the day, they got a layup for a win. A layup, which is the exact thing you were trying to prevent.
It's exactly what you're trying to prevent. So that's what I mean. Like, I got to think that in theory, like, how you're trying to do this and how you practiced it was probably different with how you executed it. But again, you got to add moment, nerves, tie game, like all these different things that go into this. I've been a part of plenty of teams where we're like, whatever, like, you'll say, hey, this is what we're doing. Remember, we practiced it, and then you go to on the ice, and it just doesn't. It's not exactly how you planned on doing it. But you also got to give St. John's credit for in that moment being able to execute and getting that layup.
You know, it's amazing to me because you see, like, you and I play, it's a sport kind of loosely in the most really non-competitive setting you could have, and we're going crazy.
Yeah.
Right? I'm getting emails now. Watching the matches were great. Watching you guys mic'd up was amazing. that Rick Pitino, in that moment, the shot is made, and he's just like, nice, let's go. And just walks over and shakes hands. I commend it. It's awesome. I don't understand how it's possible they respond like that.
Well, but I think it's different, though, because I think if, like, RJ was watching us play, right, and he wasn't in the mix like we were in the mix, but he was rooting for us to win, his reaction would be different than our reaction when we win. Like, even when I'm coaching, team, like, big win, overtime win, whatever it is, like, I find myself, shootout win. It's kind of like
you don't go nuts.
It's more relief than anything. It's less enjoyment. It's more relief. It's like, okay, all right, we did it. Shake hands, and then you feel good about it later. But then
RJ, were you nervous watching us play on Friday?
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't watched Antonio play sports. He's not old enough yet.
The one that's the worst ever, and I think, my kids didn't play hockey, but I think Rick will probably attest this, is when your kid pitches. When your kid pitches, there is nothing more stressful than that.
But there were moments, yeah. I can only imagine what it's like. I imagine it probably something like I felt Friday. If you guys were rolling, I'd stay where I was. You lose a couple points, I'd switch my seat, go stand somewhere else.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a chance in between, like, our third match. I walked over to the bathroom, and I saw the setup for the IVs, where I was like, I may have to sprinkle one of these in here at some point.
There was a moment I thought I was going to vomit, actually. And I said that to somebody after, like, how great would that have been? I was like, what do you mean?
Just
like,
puking at the
it would have gone viral if you just vomited on the court. I was like, no, that would have been embarrassing and horrible.
Not if we won. If you vomit and we lose, it's bad.
I don't know. I think if I vomit on the court, I think that now becomes the story.
Flu game.
No, I got to tell you,
become Jordan.
Ray, you missed it. There was one game where we were down. I don't know if it might have been 10-4. It might have been worse than that. And it looked like we were done. And the guy we were playing against, like, you could tell just how he was behaving, that he thought it was done. And then we slowly started to mount this comeback, and you could completely see his
breakdown coming.
Oh, no, you could see, like, the tightening, right? It was like all of a sudden it was like 10-6, and he's like, okay, he was a little bit less talkative. Then it was like 10-8, and he was like, and I looked over at Dave. I was like, all right, like, we got them now, and we end up winning. I don't know how we did it a couple of those matches.
2 times, or we were down 10-4, two separate occasions.
I thought we were gonna be done, but
nope.
I'll speak of that forever.
Yes,
we battled.
That's right. That's our USSR moment, I think.
Our T-shirts actually say 8-1 on them.
Yeah.
The fact we only lost one game after losing the first one. I mean, RJ's not wrong. I was like, oh no, this is not going
to be good.
I don't feel good. I haven't eaten, and we just lost.
Little did you realize your partner was on the verge of vomiting.
This could be a complete snapshot.
You didn't sit down the entire 4-hour show.
I couldn't sit down.
You were too tight.
I could not sit down. I have some kind of nerve thing going. I could not. It felt like someone was like blowtorching my leg.
Oh,
it still feels like that.
That's nice. All right, so you have a read for me that I want to get to. Do you think people in New York? I think they are like really excited about St. John's.
Yes.
They have to be, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't talk a ton of college basketball. I would love to, but it's just not something that really moves the needle. But I think today it will. And I think this run for St. John's, as long as it lasts now, will. So phone line's open. If you are one of these many fans of St. John's basketball, I mean, you're in the Sweet 16 for the first time in a quarter-plus century, 800-919-3776. Before we break and come back and get to these great St. John's fans, let's let you tell us something about FanDuel.
You're going to love this. So this baseball season, FanDuel is letting you choose your own reward for opening week. Betting customizations that transform how you experience the game. Make your choice, and the reward will be ready to use on your next MLB bet. FanDuel's the home of home runs, so if you want to throw a few bucks on Aaron Judge hitting a homer for a game you're watching, or maybe Juan Soto doing the same, you can do it on FanDuel. So ready to play your game? Head to FanDuel.com/local to choose your reward for MLB's opening week. FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB, must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions do apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
All right, very well done. Let's take a break. We'll hear from Rick Pitino. We'll hear from Dylan Darling. We'll hear from you guys. St. John's and Duke on Friday. I have a time for that, by the way. It's the early window, 7:10 on Friday night. 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money.
You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates to third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players. But in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL presented by SoFi is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
DNR with you, ESPN New York. I'm sure you didn't see this. So Bruce Pearl is in the studio show. Did you hear about this, by the way? Kenny Smith the other day, after Carolina lost?
No,
he got up, he walked off, and he hasn't been back since?
Stop.
RJ, I swear.
Is that legit, or is that like part like he was like that was
maybe
it for him?
It's some kind of a game they're playing that like they but yes.
Yeah,
he has not been back since Carolina lost on Thursday night.
It might be a partial truth, partial gimmick, but yeah, he gone.
Yeah.
Like that was supposed to be his last day anyway?
I don't think so, because why would he schedule anything else over that weekend?
Renee Montgomery's in for him now, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to respect that.
That
feels like something you would do.
I think he's the man.
Right. Like, I mean, if you were supposed to do, like, if you had, NFL playoff coverage, then you were there for the Giants' loss, and then you were supposed to do games after that, you'd be like, I'm done.
There's shows on that after that Broncos game. I mean, I didn't want to be here. After the Bears game, I didn't want to be here.
Yeah, but you were here, though.
I know, but I didn't want to be. But I think he has more gravitas than like if I don't show up or I show up and then I get upset and then I'm like, all right, I'm leaving, I'm done, goodbye. I think I'm not asked back the next day.
Right. You recognize what your 65 or sooner has done to the rest of the show, correct?
What does that mean?
Okay, so like RJ, I think, tried to verbalize our concern the other day, and I think he did a pretty good job. It's where you get yourself to mentally and emotionally about the Giants.
65 or sooner.
Like that. Okay? I mean, if you're at that point emotionally and then the Giants don't win, like to the point where you're taking out, I don't know, a loan to go to a Super Bowl and then they lose.
Right.
It leads to real life changes. I'm on a plane and I think to myself, you know what? This lovely stripper that I'm dating, she has to go. I need to make life changes.
Okay.
So our big fear is that as we go through the next 5 years, and it's the steady climb, it's 8 or 9 wins this year, and then all these different things that lead us to 65 or sooner, and then we get say to year 5 of 65 or sooner, and then we do. You know what? We do get to the Super Bowl, and it looks like not only the Giants, on the precipice of a Super Bowl, but Dave's bold prediction 5 years ago, right? The guarantee that wasn't a guarantee, but then was a guarantee, and then they lose in the Super Bowl. Our big fear is now you're gone.
It's not impossible.
Because this would be the crescendo of everything we've worked for 5 years. You've been alive for 5 years.
It's not an impossibility.
And it looks like one of the great predictions of all time is going to come through, and they lose. We're afraid that we could be those life changes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I do, and I think it's a fair concern, but I would just say let's cross that bridge when we get to it. That buys us 5 years.
That's not reassuring, though.
I know, but you can understand why would we be
I understand
nervous.
why you feel like that. But that's 5 years down the road.
Yeah.
Because we're the strippers.
Exactly. Right. If you were
I think you're more of a stable relationship than the strippers were, though.
Yeah, but
or the stripper.
But you're not shooting it down. That's like talking to your significant other and be like, well, listen, if X, Y, and Z happen in 5 years, and she looked at you and said, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That doesn't make you feel great.
Let's go through the machinations of what I can't leave my wife. I won't do that.
You can't because you die.
Okay. I have 2 children. I'm not gonna cut ties with them.
Alex may cut ties with you, but yeah.
Why would he cut ties with me?
I think he's had almost enough.
It's been a rough time.
He may look at the North Carolina loss over this tournament and say, you know what, maybe we send Dad out for.
So RJ,
maybe he needs to make life changes.
You turn a game on, and for like the first, so I turn on the Alabama Texas Tech game, and I'm like, what team is in what color? And he looks at me with this disdain. He goes, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You can't tell who the players are? You can't tell Christian Anderson?"
Wow.
I was like, No. I was like, "In Alabama usually wears red. Are they in white tonight?" And he's like, What is wrong with you?
So I was driving out there on Thursday, and I stayed out near the pickleball.
Yeah, big time
pickleball
suite
hub.
you had.
Right. And so when I got there,
With 2 TVs.
I was getting settled in, and I saw the Carolina situation.
It's not good.
And I actually thought of you, and I no joke, I think Dave's in trouble. He's home alone with Alex right now.
Yes.
I
started yelling, like I told you on Friday. He started yelling at me. He's like, "This is all." I was like, "How is it my fault? This is all your fault." I said, "How exactly is this my fault?" He goes, "Because you said with 4 minutes to go, up 11, we were in good shape." And I was like, "Well, up 11 with 4 minutes to go, you are in good shape. Like, who wouldn't sign for that? Being up 11 with 4 minutes to go." He's like, "No, you should have said nothing, and you had to open your mouth, and now look what happened." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
But I guess let's all agree that you would have done the same thing. You absolutely would have done the same thing.
Probably.
Yeah. And it would have been anybody in the room, which is why you don't watch with people that said something like that, would have been the first person that you went after.
Yeah, but I didn't say it's over. Had I said it's over, I could understand him being that angry. But I didn't say it's over. I just said, "Hey, you're in good shape," and they were in good shape. I was trying to make him feel good.
No, the only thing that was going to make him feel good was them winning. That's it.
Well, that didn't happen.
Your reassurance was not going to make him feel better.
And now he's like refreshing social media all weekend. Is Hubert fired? Is he gone? Get him out of here. He's something.
He loves his team. Listen, he loves his team. What do you want to do?
He loves them is right. All right, let's take a listen. Here's Rick Pitino discussing right after the game that game-winning basket.
But here's the amazing thing and the funniest thing I've ever been involved with. So we're going to run a play, but they got fouls to give, and Bells comes up to me and says, "Run power," which is a high back screen pick and roll. So I walk away. I said, "Okay, power." I walk away and said, "Wait a second. He hasn't scored a bucket, and he wants to run a play for himself." And I'm thinking as I'm walking, I said, "But he's Bells." And not only did he do it, he went with his right hand. So I'm real proud of him because to want the ball when you haven't made it a shot is unbelievable. So I'm so happy for St. John's and the fans. We had great fans out here, and we get to go to D.C., and I'm just so jubilant, so happy for the fellas. We've taken it another step now, so it's just awesome. Proud of our guys, and now it's just starting. The fun's just starting.
Oh, it's awesome. He has now taken 4 different teams to Sweet 16s.
He's amazing. I mean, he really is. This is exactly what you hope for, right? I mean, when St. John's went out and got Rick Pitino, this is what they hoped for.
Right. And this is why originally back in that time I wanted Georgetown to get him. They didn't. And this is where we are now. Georgetown's irrelevant, and St. John's is in the Sweet 16.
There are just certain coaches that just they have the ability to go into a program and just know exactly what they need to do to turn it around. And not to mention the fact that now, I mean, it's definitely different now, especially when you have some financial support behind you,
right,
to do this. But still, I mean, if it was that easy, everyone would do it.
Right. And how great of a moment must have that been for Zuby Ejiofor?
Oh,
I mean, he went to Kansas.
Kidding me?
They basically told him, like, well, you know what, Hunter
You're not good
Dickinson's
enough.
coming in. We're good. I guess what happened was they told him, "We'd like to keep you, but we don't know if you're going to get much or any playing time." And why would anybody who thinks they're really good, continue with that situation? So he comes to St. John's, and now he beats Kansas in the second round of the tournament.
You dream about it, seriously.
Right?
Like that would be. I mean, I could promise you that was something that he thought about. Like, could you ever imagine it being in a situation where I could prove to the team that said I probably wasn't good enough, that I am, and now you get the chance to do it in the tournament and knock them out and go to the Sweet 16 is unbelievable.
He's a beast too, man. He is a massive human being.
Yes. Yeah, he is it's a man.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see why he was Big East Player of the Year. Why is and you guys may know this, why is Dylan Darling Bells? Why does he call him Bells? Does anybody know that?
I wondered the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I probably should have looked it up.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, I don't mean to put anybody in a bad spot.
No, I feel like
something.
I feel like there's a chance that you would ask that question, and I should have looked it up.
You know it, Ray?
I've got a New York Post article from earlier that helps.
Okay.
Church bells. It's short for church bells.
Okay.
Travel back to mid-February. The guard knocked down a game-winning 3 against Xavier in Cincinnati. After the game, he made a comment that he's got blank as big as church bells.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
So it's ball. I mean, it'd be big balls, but they call them bells. Smart.
So it's like
I
saying
like that.
So it's like saying onions.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little Bill Raftery special.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. There we go. So now we got the answers.
Nickname. What a nickname that is.
So if I don't ask that question and put you guys on the spot, we don't have that answer.
We don't know.
Now we've educated everybody.
And you know what? The more you know.
The more you know.
What a good nickname that is.
Yeah.
Works on a bunch of levels.
Can you imagine if him and Randy Johnson were on the same team? You got the big unit and Bells. Now we're talking. That's a dynamic duo right there.
That's a nice duo of nickname, yes.
Good for him, though. Had it a shot all game. Yeah, run this for me.
He was terrible. And then Ray's like, I didn't realize he was for Jets lineage.
Can you imagine that, though, you're Pitino? Like, as much as you go through all these different things in your head as to, what you're trying to do, the game's moving so fast at that point, and you're just looking for, hey, we got to – let's just get the best – let's get the best possible play here. And then you got this guy who hasn't made a shot all game that's in your ear going, hey, let's run this. And then as you're walking away, that sounds good. Well, no, does it sound that good? He's running a play for himself, and he hasn't made a shot all game.
Right. So literally, this has to be the latest in a game anyone's ever hit their first basket.
It's the beauty. It is just think about that for a second, though. Right? As we sit here, every day for 4 hours and break down games and moments, and we talk about Aaron Judge's legacy and not winning a championship, and then you're in a moment like this how big this game is. It's the final play of the game, and you have the head coach of this team that's one of the great college basketball coaches of all time that's in that moment kind of looking for advice as to, what should we do here? And he gets the advice from Dylan Darling, who hasn't made a shot all game.
Yep.
And in his mind, he's like, yeah, that's a good idea. And he's like, well, no, that's not really a great idea because Dylan hasn't made a shot all game. And he's like, you know what? Screw it. Let's go with it.
Let's go with it. And it worked. And it worked to perfection.
But think about that, though.
I know.
You got the player on the team that hasn't made a shot yet. It's the one that calls the play, and you're like, yeah, if he really wants it, let's go with it.
This is sports, man. This is why we love it so much. So, Florida, they're out. Alabama moves on. Connecticut in the Big East, they move on. They'll take on Michigan State. Arizona got a little dicey. They'll move on. Tennessee beats Virginia. They move on. Iowa State, without their best player, they hammer Kentucky, and Purdue moves on over Miami. So that's what we have yesterday. We'll continue to break it down. 800-919-3776. St. John's, first time, 27 years in the Sweet 16. You know what the star of that team was?
No.
Ron Artest.
Oh, Ron Artest
was the star of that team. 800-919-3776. Light them up. Let's go. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Score up to a $50 bonus bet daily during March matchups with BetMGM's free-to-play fast break game. Log in to BetMGM, play as the point guard, and choose to pass or go for a dunk. If you score, you'll win either a $50 bonus bet or boost token. The ball is always in your court with BetMGM, where you can take advantage of special offers and earn rewards points on every bet. Make a fast break during March matchups by playing as the point guard for your daily shot at a $50 bonus bet or boost token. BetMGM.com is where you can find full prize details and terms. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. All rewards expire in 24 hours.
Attention New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios Home Internet for an incredible $20 a month guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, mobile and home discount enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios-based monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
Let me say this. If you're an experienced superintendent in Jersey and you know you're better than the situation you're in, Tricon Construction wants to talk. They're building serious multifamily, medical, and industrial projects across the state. And they're looking for leaders, not babysitters. Real projects, real support, real backing from ownership. If you're ready to step into something bigger, go to triconbuilds.com/careers. That's triconbuilds.com/careers. And yes, it's confidential.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hop in a John Deere Gator XUV for a day's work. Let's see what's on the to-do list. There goes the tree. And the fence. Not a problem. Because you've got a cargo box filled with solutions. Up to 4,000 pounds of towing capacity. And you're ready to roll.
The power's out!
Here we go again. The Gator XUV. Built for every kind of workday. Learn more at johndeere.com/Gator XUV. Nothing runs like a deer.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass. Your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
There you go. That's right. St. John's proved just this. By the way, this Bell's nickname, Raymond, doing great work. God's work, really, has stuck with the clutch performances late in games from Dylan Darling. Now the Johnnies have incorporated into other ways. The Red Storm now gives out a red church bell to the best player of the night after the game as the Big Bells Award.
I love it.
How great is that?
That's great. I mean, that's the hope during the course of a season that you find something like organic like that becomes
and it just bonds you, right?
Yeah, or you have sometimes that coaches will try to manufacture that. Like when we had the put your bells on the line for the guys.
That's right.
And then you have to create your pair of your own bells. And Snowy decided to get cow bells, like real cow. He went online to a butcher and ordered frozen cow. Yeah. And then had the trainers sew them up so he could lay those on the line.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I have a read, which is going to lead to a lot of conversation.
I like conversation.
Yeah, but do you want me to get to a couple calls first, or do you want to get to the read and the conversation?
Let's go calls first, then conversation.
Okay. All right. 800-919-3776. Let's start out with Lou in Manalapan. I know he's excited. Lou, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, fellas. Yes, very excited. What a weekend of basketball. I'm happy for my dad. My dad actually went to St. John's, broadcasted student radio in 80 to 84. So he was there during like the really good moments of that school, and we've been waiting for quite some time to watch some. But as far as the team goes, they have so many playmakers that could keep them in game I mean, they get a little too confident early in the game, like what we saw yesterday, where they just start chucking threes. But Dylan Darling all year has been that guy. Like, he could start 1 for 4, 0 for 6, whatever. But at the end of the game, when the ball's in his hand, he always makes the play that, like, you know, it's nails. It's Lenny Dykstra. It's just getting the play done. You know, it's clutch, you know. And I just love how Pitino brought them into the season, played a lot of tough SEC schools and Big 12 schools early. And I think that's going to help them on hopefully a magic carpet ride here.
It would be great. A lot of people, and thanks to call, Lou, had taken St. John's to go to the Final Four. I still think this is a tall order, but he says they have a lot of playmakers. Like, offensively, St. John's is they're not a well-oiled machine offensively. Ejiofor is really good down low. They have a couple guys that will hit some threes. They do it with more
Well, they didn't shoot well.
Well, they don't ever really shoot well. They're not a good shooting team.
Well, it also helps though Kansas. 16 turnovers, right? That's
but that's what they do well. Like, they're physically gifted. They can press you. They defend like almost no one else in the country. But like, offensively, they're not a very good offensive team. They get by, but they're not a very good offensive team. This is what they are. That was a microcosm of St. John's basketball. They're going to get a lot of looks. They're going to turn you over a ton. Offensively, it's going to be a struggle, and they're going to punch you in the face, and they're not going to relent. And that's exactly what you saw yesterday from that team.
Right. But, again, that's who they've been. That's their identity. And now let's see if we go up against a Duke team, if it's going to be enough. The 16 turnovers is huge, obviously.
Huge.
And then on top of that.
And some of them, like you felt them on the way, like just awful, like dead ball turnovers where they couldn't even inbound the ball.
Right. That's just the amount of pressure they're able to put on you. But, they end up shooting, just over 30% from 3. But, it's 11 threes as opposed to Kansas only making 5.
Right. Well, and there's your difference.
You know?
And there's your difference. The difference is St. John's had a lot of really good looks at 3. And this is about what they do. If they can take a lot, hit 33%, that's about what they are. You'll have games where you'll shoot a little better. You'll have games where you shoot a little worse. But this is pretty much what St. John's is. And that's a can't say like franchise-changing win, but that's a massive victory over. Kansas it's Kansas, for God's sakes.
Right, it's Kansas. But I think the thing around here is I think there's a lot of people that like college basketball that don't necessarily have a team, right, to root for. So I think St. John's naturally becomes that team.
Well, they're the local team, of course.
Right, and it creates the excitement and it creates the ability for, like, hey, I love sports talk radio. We don't ever get to talk about college basketball until St. John's is good, and now we can talk about it.
Right.
And now I have something to kind of, like, really pay attention to.
Right, and it's awesome. The thing that kind of stinks is, like, I think college basketball is more popular here because you look at, Michigan's good. There's 1 million Michigan graduates here. Syracuse not being good is rough.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Now that St. John's is good, there's a ton of St. John's alum, obviously, in this area. Because it's, for the most part, St. John's, it's a commuter school. Right? Like, it's not, they do have housing, but it's not like it's not a big party school. It's not like there's, more than half of the kids are there on campus. It's for lack of a better term, it's a commuter school. So this really is a phenomenal story. But, you look at, Ohio State, when they're good at basketball, they have a ton of alumni here. Miami has a ton of alumni. So it's weird because typically people root for, like, their teams. But here, where it's such a melting pot, you have fans of all these different teams. Now, St. John's a local team, and I'm sure they have more fans than most. But that's the cool thing about college basketball.
Right. It's the cool thing about college sports, period.
Yes.
Right? It's just, and it's also, just, having the ability to work now at a school and having a chance to talk to a lot of the high school kids. Like, it's a lot of the decisions, if they have multiple schools that they're interested in, a lot of them are drawn to, programs that have great sports. Even if they don't play sports, they like the idea of being at a big school that has.
That's the thing now. Because I have, a son in college and another son that's going to be on his way to college, and I see all these kids making their decisions, and a huge determining factor is they want to go to a sports school.
Yeah.
So a Penn State, an Alabama, a Georgia, a Michigan obviously has always been great, Ohio State, Maryland, like they want to go to one of those big rah-rah, I can go watch massive sporting event kind of schools. It's a big draw. A huge draw.
Just listen. There's the social aspect of it, and also I think there's also the pride of it. Right? It's, I mean, when your team,
course.
like if you went to a certain school and your team is doing well, there's a lot of pride that you take in that.
So I went into town yesterday, and I got breakfast for us, and I ran into a dad of a kid that Ben graduated with high school, and he goes to Michigan. And I was like, how's he doing? He goes, so into the basketball team now. He goes, it's like dominating this semester is just the basketball team. So, I mean, yeah, that's exactly what it is. They love going to these big schools where sports is such a priority. The March Madness think of the amount of revenue in this sport right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is what everyone's talking about. Look, my reads, right? Gave us the most exciting time in the sports calendar, and it's not a lie. Like, I mean, there's again, like we were joking, like people plan vasectomies around this just so they can stay home and watch college basketball.
Yeah.
That's how much people love it.
People don't go to work. I used to take off work. Take these 2 days off so I could just lock it home. This was terrible for me. We had the event on Friday, so I missed games. Alex had a lacrosse game. I had a bar mitzvah Saturday night. Oh, and they admonished me at the bar mitzvah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I had the Duke game on my phone. What? It was tied with 15 minutes to go.
Okay.
And a gentleman came over and he's like, "Excuse me. What are you doing?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You're watching basketball." I was like, "Right." He's like, "I don't know that that's appropriate." And I was like, "I don't know that it's not."
I didn't receive any rules.
Right.
That says I can't
There
watch.
was no regulations, no rules. And
Right.
like I was having full conversations with people. I had it on.
Right, but I would say to that gentleman, are you enjoying your time here at the bar mitzvah? Yes. Well, because I am also.
Right, and I didn't have the volume on.
Right,
like
like
I wasn't.
I'm
It
here.
was cocktail hour.
Right, I'm here. I'm showing my support. I'm happy to be here, but I'm also happy to, watch this Duke game on my phone as well.
Yes.
Okay, it's called multitasking, buddy.
And my friend, his daughter's bat mitzvah, he texted me the next day. He's like, "Thank you so much for being there. I know how out of your comfort zone that is."
Right. So the guy who admonished you clearly doesn't know who you are.
Yeah,
And what
I
you
didn't
stand
realize
for.
that he was a family member of the host.
Yeah,
but still,
yeah, you got to tell.
I thought he worked at the venue when he walked
right.
up.
You got to tell your buddy that tell whoever this is to relax. Okay. I mean, we don't need the fun police walking around admonishing people for not doing exactly what he wants them to be doing.
Yeah, and I didn't want to cause a scene, certainly.
Like, what would happen if you didn't get was he telling people to get up and dance too?
I don't know what he was doing.
Right,
With
you
that.
should have said,
This
"Hey,
was
you
cocktail hour."
You focus on you.
It was end of service, so we were able to stand in the back, and I was able to kind of watch as the service was going on, and then it was during the cocktail hour.
I don't see a big problem with it. It doesn't sound like your buddy sees it. He's just happy you were there.
He thought me being there when all the games were going on was generous in its own right.
Right. I mean, what you've done, how you've positioned yourself is, I mean,
What do you mean?
I mean, yeah, round of applause.
I don't understand
it really
what you're
is.
saying.
I mean, most people, I think, would probably be offended. Like, if that's a friend of yours, would be offended that like you're not really dialed in. But
I was dialed in.
Well, no, you're not. You're watching Duke. I mean, you're not fully dialed in. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that he's thanking you for coming to this thing and watching the Duke game. It's amazing.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
You should. I mean, you should teach a class in this.
Yeah, you know what it is? I've set the bar so low that if I show up and I basically watch television, I'm now a hero.
Yeah. It's like, and I'd also like that. You'll probably get a nice thank you card, too. Like, thank you so much
We
for
give
showing
generous
up.
present.
It was great. RJ, he's really done it. I mean, he's winning.
I'm actually surprised by that somebody would come after you that way.
Oh,
that guy doesn't know.
Aggressive.
Yeah, interesting.
It's not like I had taken the big screen like for the montage and had tapped into it and I had the Duke game on there.
I got to tell you, when you started that story, had you not given the caveat that somebody was upset with you, I would have thought somebody was coming to join you.
I
like
did.
It was going to be a
and
moment.
eventually I became like the sun. Like people everyone wanted to be around me.
Well, you want to, because anyone could pull their phone out and watch, but it's one of those, the tournament's one of those experiences where you want to share it with people.
But it's also like, probably many people wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But who had the bells to do it?
The bells.
You, Dave.
Right.
The bells.
Okay, but I could understand why in that moment potentially, if all of a sudden now you've You've drawn a crowd. And now it's affecting more than just you. It's like other people that are really focused on the bat mitzvah.
But it was cocktail hour. Like cocktail hour is meant for? It's meant for mingling.
Yeah, I mean mingling.
No?
You're talking about.
Well, how better to mingle than over a tightly contested college basketball game?
Gives you something to talk about.
I don't think that's the kind of mingling they're looking for at those events. But no, I don't think so. But you by yourself in the corner watching the Duke game, I don't think is a big deal.
I was trying to bring people together. Is what I was trying to do.
I think the point of the bat mitzvah, though, was to bring people together talking about the person that's
and we did plenty
party.
of that. How about this? After the Duke game ended, you know what I did? I turned off the basketball. I didn't go to Illinois VCU. I didn't go to another game. No, I turned it off is what I did.
And it's that explanation right there that is exactly why you're able to get away with what you get away with.
What do you mean?
Because you believe that.
100%.
You believe that you should be applauded for not going to the next game. Now, listen, guys, I had no choice because it was
a Duke game.
It's a Duke game. It's a tight game. I got to watch it. I'll do you a solid, though. I won't watch the next one.
That's right.
Until that game is close, then I'll have to turn it on.
That's right.
It's well done. It really is.
I don't see how this is a thing even.
I think when you schedule it on that night going in.
Yeah, I mean, come on, that's very aggressive to begin with, isn't it?
It is, but if maybe that date means something to them, I don't know. But when you go into it, I think you have to have a little family huddle. Like, listen, you guys might see some things tonight. Do your best to ignore it, and just remember, we are the center of attention. Whatever you see basketball related, just know it's secondary, but you might see some things.
I mean, if you're the kind of animal that's going to host an event on a football Sunday or during March Madness, there's going to be people that they need to stand up for themselves and they need to watch these games. And I'm just those people.
Could you imagine?
You are those people.
Could you imagine, though, if that Duke game was close at the end? You would have had half the hall around you.
And I think one of the people would have been my buddy.
Yeah, but, I mean, in theory, that's not exactly, it's not great.
It's like Brick from Anchorman. How'd you get over there?
I just watched that last night. That's not what it's about. It's like you're supposed to, like the thought is when you have one of these events, the people that are invited are, close to your family. And for that, for that period of time that you're at this party, the focal point should be the person that's, whoever's
right. Here's how I have
wedding.
bamboozled the whole situation, like you mentioned. I'm looking at my text exchange with him yesterday. I said, thanks so much for last night. We had a great time. He said, thank you so much for coming. I know how difficult the tournament is for you and that you're usually glued to it on the couch. And thanks again to Sherry for changing her plans as well. So great of you guys.
Now you're heroes.
Right. Now, Sherry changed her flight from Florida to come back earlier to make it. That's heroic.
That's heroic, is right.
Yeah. Me?
And you weren't on the couch. All you did was not. No, all you did was.
I was not in my comfort zone, and he recognizes it.
You took your phone from your couch to the actual event.
That's right.
Well done. I know how you usually glue to this thing on your couch.
That's right.
So thanks so much for showing up.
And my response is, of course, I was willing to make that sacrifice.
You really are special.
I mean, it's like when Michael Kay, when he hosted the Super Bowl party, and he's like, listen, if you need, there'll be a safe room for you where you can go watch football away from the masses.
Right. Just because we want you there so badly.
Right. If you want me at these things, you're going to have to kind of,
You're kind of like a rock star. I mean, you kind of are.
No red M&Ms either.
Right. Like, I mean, there are certain people that just if you show up, whatever. But Dave's so important that we need to make it ideal for him to show up. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, let's break. I have this read, but we'll save it for the next hour because I think it's gonna spur conversation. So we'll get to your calls, 800-919-3776. We'll get to the Knicks game from last night. That Washington team, that is an embarrassment, that team. Tyler Kolek with a real special day for him. So we do have a lot to do. DNR with you on a busy Monday right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads, bringing our dear friend, the great Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. After a great weekend of basketball, let's get started on this sexy, rainy Monday. Well, LaGuardia Airport remains closed after last night's accident involving that Air Canada plane that struck the Port Authority vehicle. LaGuardia Airport closed until 2 this afternoon. Morrison Essex line of New Jersey Transit, a 45-minute delay with signal issues.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Discover where your future can take you at SUNY Canton Spring Open House on Saturday, April 25th. Explore exciting new programs like data science and analytics and cybersecurity designed to prepare you for today's most in-demand careers. Tour campus, meet faculty, connect with current students, and sit down with financial aid representatives. Plus, attendees can enter for a chance to win a scholarship. For registration details and information about courtesy bus trips from New York, email admissions@canton.edu. SUNY Canton, your future starts here.
Listen, I know the mentality. You try to play through pain and walk it off. Push through one more day. But when it comes to neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, that's a losing game. That's when you call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he focuses on non-surgical solutions that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no dependence on pain meds. He builds you a custom game plan for you so that you can move better, feel better, and live pain-free. Same day or next day appointments are available. Visit SandwellPain.com. Stop managing pain. Start beating it.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
This is going to be Darling. He's got to go. Darling puts it up.
So happy for the fellas. We've taken another step now, so it's just awesome.
He has now taken 4 different teams to Sweet 16.
He's amazing.
It's just starting. The fun's just starting.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That's right. St. John's moves on. The funny thing is we were on the verge of seeing a real collapse, and they were up by 14 points. 7 minutes to go? And Kansas came all the way back, tied the game. And then if that game goes to overtime, Kansas has all the momentum in the world. But Darling with that great play, only basket of the game, and you'll remember that for a long time. That was a phenomenal call. Great shot. Like he mentioned, he's a lefty who shot it with his right hand, but great stuff from St. John's.
Right. It only got better when you heard the postgame that it was him that was calling for the play.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pitino's like, what? Okay. All right, he wants it. Let's give it to Bells.
Right. Because
he came through.
You can't really set anything up for a non-ball handler, right?
Probably not.
With
But
4
I think
seconds.
But I think in that moment, I mean, just looking at the landscape of the game and trying to kind of go within the flow of what's going on, who's got it going, who doesn't have it going. I don't think in a perfect world that you probably want to give it to the guy, like knowing what you just said, because that's the reality of the situation, right? To have Kansas come all the way back, tie it up. Now, God forbid you miss that shot that goes into OT. They have all the momentum. Now, all of a sudden,
all of it.
Right. I mean, you're tightened up. Hey, we blew this thing. Who knows how overtime turns out? So to have the confidence in this kid who hasn't made a shot all game long to call for it and go do it, I mean, that's awesome, man. It really is.
Here is Dylan Darling on the game-winning shot.
Dylan, is this your first buzzer beater, or have you hit something like this before?
This is my first one in college.
What'd you do in the NBA?
Well, I'm saying I played in high school and middle school, Coach. You know, I didn't just start playing ball.
I love that. Did you hear when, what was Coach saying to you? And he's just like, he was screaming at me like usual.
But you can, just the way he kind of clapped back on him too, right? And you can understand why. I'm sure they have a great relationship and why he trusts him.
Right.
Because the kid's not scared, right? I mean, the fact that it's Rick Pitino and he kind of chirps you and you're like, no, Coach, this isn't my first time playing basketball. I played in high school.
If he clammed up there and said nothing, you'd be like,
Yeah,
but
right.
The fact that he felt comfortable enough in that moment to go right back at Pitino, it says a lot, right?
It does, but it says why he trusted him in that moment to you can make the suggestion, right? In the moment, you love the fact that the kid makes the suggestion, but Pitino could be like, what's this guy nuts? I mean, he hasn't made a shot all game. I'm not going to let our tournament, I'm not going to put our tournament in his hands because there's a chance if we don't make this, I don't know what's going to happen in overtime.
Right. I mean, if you don't make that shot, you don't like their chances to win in overtime.
Probably not.
14-point lead.
Right, probably not. I mean, momentum would be completely
Kansas
on their
has
side.
all the momentum. And we know that can change quickly, right? I mean, St. John's hits a 3 to start overtime, but, I mean, more times than not, the team that has tremendous momentum going into the overtime is going to win that game.
Most likely, yeah.
Right. So let's go to Dan in Jersey. Dan, good morning. You're on ESPN New York. How are you?
Morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. I am good, and I apologize for not being able to be at the event on Friday.
You know, I hate to say this, but we did have a discussion, where is Dan? And I said, how come he's not here? And Rick's like, he must have something going on. So you were noticeably missed, but we're okay. We'll get by.
I will try my best to make it to the Mets tailgate just because I love being able to see you guys. And I wanted to actually get into my sports point. I think that, I don't know how you guys feel, but I think Rick Pitino is one of the all-time great coaches in college basketball. And being able to be in a sport where there's guys like him and Tom Izzo, who there's just much-watched television, in my opinion, where would you rank Pitino all-time in terms of the great college basketball coaches?
I think, like you said, he's up there. I mean, is he better than is it more impressive that he's done it with so many different teams, or is Coach K more impressive? I don't know the answer to that, but he's up. He's certainly up there.
Well, I think it's almost like it almost becomes like the Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick conversation,
right?
You know,
I mean, he's only won the what did he win? He won with Kentucky, and he won with Louisville, right?
Yeah.
So he's won the 2. And then Coach K has numerous more than that. But he also, has now taken St. John's to the Sweet 16 and took Providence like a nothing team to the Final Four.
Right. He won it with Kentucky in 96, and he went with Louisville in 2013.
Right. And they beat Michigan and that 96 Kentucky team, you look at that team, it's wild how talented they were.
Right.
And they beat Syracuse and John Wallace, that team. But
It
if you
just
go up
depends.
and down the roster of that 96 Kentucky team, it's littered with NBA talent.
Right. I think it depends. I mean, it depends on what you think is more impressive, really.
I think I'm not going to sit here and quantify like this is more impressive, but I will say I would put him all the way up in that top region of the great college basketball coaches of all time.
Right. Why is it, though, when Dan calls now, specifically like they're just recently, I shouldn't even say recently, it always has to be like this big, grand, like, is this the greatest ever kind of question.
Is that his thing now?
It feels like it's very, like, I mean, that's what we want to talk about today is Pitino. Like, I don't know.
He's awesome.
Great. He's awesome.
He's phenomenal. Coach K is phenomenal. John Wooden was phenomenal. Right? Tom Izzo is phenomenal. I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, you go up and down.
Rick Pitino is important for college basketball. Tom Izzo, like those kind of coaches are important for college basketball.
Of course they are.
Right? Because I mean, you got, especially now with the transfer portal and everything else, it's tough. Like it's tough to keep track of who's playing where and like how long is this kid going to be here? Is he a one and done kid? Like to have like the face of the franchise. Like I mean, who's synonymous with what with what school?
Right, because nobody stays anywhere for more than a year. Like Duke is always the team. All their best players are one and dones. Right? I mean, you'll get the occasional kid who will stay for a couple of years, but for the most part, they're one and dones. And that's the way the big schools are. And then even the smaller schools who get really good players, they up and they leave.
Right, or their coaches leave. Do
right.
a bigger and better job.
Right. Sounds like, by the way, Todd Golden is the leader for the Carolina job if and when Hubert Davis is released.
If and when Alex has a full-on celebration? When as he checks social media as soon as he wakes up?
He's going through the odds of the next Carolina coach last night.
He loves his
like,
team.
Todd Golden is 3. He's 3-1, Dad. Dusty May is 8-1.
What do you find more impressive? Because I think you think that Bill Parcells is the greatest NFL coach.
I think Bill
right?
Parcells is the greatest, yes.
Okay, so what do you think is more impressive? The ability to go into any situation and turn it around and have this kind of success, or is it to have sustained success at one spot?
Yeah. I mean, it really is the Parcells-Belichick comparison, right?
You like that, right?
I do a lot. I think it's well done by you. See, I think to have success with every team you go to in football is more impressive than do it in college basketball. Because college basketball, you're a massive name, and you're recruiting, and guys want to play for you. That's not the way it is in football, right? Like you're not just going and having more money to spend, or walking into a kid's room and saying like Bill Parcells couldn't walk into a kid's hotel room and say you're going to come play for me because I'm Bill
again,
Parcells, I want you to play for me.
Well, I mean, in free agency, I guess you could do that, but I mean, he also did a good job of bringing guys with him.
Do you think? I mean, maybe the occasional guy is choosing Parcells over others, but for the most part, they're chasing the money, right?
I don't think all the time they're chasing the money. I think they're chasing the money and an opportunity to win.
But I mean, Pitino can build a team, walk into a living room, and say, "You come to where I coach because I'm Rick Pitino and we're Kentucky." Well,
but I mean, it's one of the things you would talk about with. I mean, why Bill Belichick winning 6 Super Bowls in New England was so impressive. Right, it's just not where you're not going out to recruit. It's not college where you can go recruit kids, and well, you can pay them money now. But it's Bill Belichick. I get to choose. I'm not being drafted. There's no salary. I mean, there's all these different things that you're trying to work through in the NFL to keep like how much turnover is there going to be. So I mean, it's not easy, but it's just I guess it just depends on what you think is more impressive.
I don't think one is more impressive than the other in college basketball. I think Coach K established a dynasty at Duke, and not that we talk a ton of college hoops. What John Shire has done there is incredible. Because how many times do you hear to be the guy that replaces the guy is almost impossible? You want to be the guy that replaces the guy that replaces the guy.
Right. You want to be Mike Vrabel.
Right. But Shire is the Gerard Mayo figure, and he's been amazing.
Well, I also think that it was. I mean, I also think that when Coach K kind of started to transition more into, hey, we're willing to. We see where college basketball is headed. As much as we want to kind of push back with this whole one and done thing, we're gonna have to accept it. Like, you know what I mean? Because it was like Calipari was like, well, he's the one and done guy, and then Duke's like, no, we can't just have. We got to get these best guys. I mean, we'll live. We can live with some of that.
Right. Well, I mean, and that's what they do now, right? Look at Boozer, and I mean, last year Cooper Flagg, and he's kind of adjusted his.
It's also hard to win like that, though.
It's very hard to win like that because now you're trying to win with the freshmen, and how often does that work?
Right, and how quickly can you create that? I mean, how quickly can you create that kind of team chemistry?
Right. I've always said I'd prefer like the 4-year starter who's very good over like the superstar, but now you don't even get the 4-year starter that's very good. Because now he's on his third or fourth team by his fourth year.
Well, it's interesting now. Just I don't want to get into the weeds with this whole thing, but I remember, I forget who the coach was, in college hockey coach, and they asked him how, and he had just won a national championship, and they said, how do you recruit now in this 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 world where you have one and dones and everything else? He's like, I recruit second round picks because I know the second round pick's going to stick around.
Right. The problem in college basketball now is they don't even stick around now. They're up and they're gone.
Well, but now you got free agency essentially.
Exactly that.
Right, you know what I mean? It's like, I need this. You can go out in the portal and get it.
I saw like a headline the other day. It said, the guy doesn't even matter. He's re-signed to like TC. Like, he's re-signed?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're getting a contract essentially.
Yeah. So I have a read which will spur conversation, and I have an email which is phenomenal.
Oh, let's go. We're close to a break here. Let's go phenomenal email.
Phenomenal email. Here we go. RJ, you listening to this? Raymond?
I'm here.
I got everyone's attention?
RJ, that was nice by me, RJ. I feel like I put him in the right direction.
Very good integrity by you.
Yes.
You guys ready for
yes.
this? Okay. RJ, you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Okay.
Hi, Dave. What's wrong with RJ today?
I don't know.
Got a kind of a bad attitude.
Can you see RJ? Just checking.
He's wearing gray again, this guy.
Yeah. He melds right into the wall.
I thought he'd be in a good mood. He had a Friday. He stayed in a suite. He had 2 TVs. I thought he'd be like shot out of a cannon today.
He's like a chameleon, this guy. All right, let's not lose focus here. This comes from Josephine. Hi, Dave. I listen often, and on Friday I went to my first show outing. As I was there, I saw a man standing, and quite frankly, he was beautiful, tanned, handsome, something out of a Greek mythology. I thought for a moment, hey, that's Rick. Then I saw we were eye level. It was RJ.
Oh.
What you say about him doesn't do justice. He is without a doubt the best-looking man at that station. I immediately was starstruck and could barely speak. Although you speak highly of him, you don't do it justice. RJ's face should be displayed in a museum. It's a sin. He's not a model. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Best always, Josephine.
That's one of the great emails in show history.
Of all time. Forward that to RJ. He's going to put that up on his wall.
I would like to laminate that.
Show that to Ange, RJ.
Wow. Does Ange realize how attractive you, in fact, are?
You know what? I'd like to think she does, but just in case there's ever a need for a subtle reminder, I need to show Josephine's email.
I'm gonna forward this.
RJ, make sure you do yourself RJ. Between us, what you need to do also is print out a picture.
Nothing's actually between us when you're saying it on air, right?
I understand because it's going to be a joke, you dummy. Is print out a picture of a very attractive woman, and pretend you can pretend like it's Josephine. This is the email from this woman who thinks I'm the most handsome man.
Like a lingerie model.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, who is that? Oh, her. That's Josephine.
That's Josephine.
Yeah.
She wants me.
She thinks I'm the most handsome at the station.
Yeah, she was at the event. No big deal.
Do you remember meeting her?
I do, because there weren't as many female fans there. We had a nice conversation.
Did you recognize at the time that she was starstruck by you?
Did you see the lusting in her eyes?
Yeah. I did not. I did not. But you know what? It was a nice conversation.
In retrospect, looking back now, do you recognize that she had a thing for you?
No, I don't know that she had a thing. I think she was just really pointing out. Some no. Some nice salient points, I think, and I'm glad she brought this to everyone's attention.
I sent it over to you. She said, "Gorgeous."
You know what? I appreciate that.
RJ, did she ask you to go play pickleball at all? No.
You know what? When I said no.
Well, I had something.
You meant no?
That was like the timber. RJ,
that
was she somewhat surprised that you were wearing a winter coat?
It was a little chilly. It got
I
warm.
Like it was that cold.
It was. RJ, how cold was it?
It got warmer.
It did get warmer.
And once you guys started moving, you were in good shape. By the way,
at no point did I feel like we were in good shape at all. felt terrible the entire.
No, he's talking about the frigidity of the whole thing.
Oh,
yes.
By the way, and I said this to Dave that day. You look great. The pounds are just.
I don't think so.
Maybe you've plateaued right now.
Okay, it's not the shirt. You didn't need to wear that shirt.
I want it to represent.
I know, but that is not a
very tight shirt.
It's not a flattering shirt.
Well, whatever.
But you still could notice that he's lost a good amount of pounds.
Well,
exactly right.
You know what? That's just what I needed because I saw the video. I was like, I look fat, and that'll motivate me. Is what that'll do. But you should have seen RJ glazing all over me. He's like, and your muscles.
Because he was like your hype man the whole time. I didn't see RJ. He was just like always talking to you.
Well, you didn't need the corner man. You were good. I mean, you were.
I almost vomited. I'm telling you.
Well, I almost thought I had to at some point go up to Rick and wrap my arm around him. He was yelling at himself.
I was very upset.
So I felt like he just needed a moment.
Clearly, I was in trouble because there was a time that John came over. He's like, "Do you need a break?"
Well,
and I was like, "Yeah,
Rick,
I could use a break." He's like, "Let's give you a break."
Rick, I knew, was getting the proper motivation. At one point, when you lost a tightly contested point, Milo yells, "Hey, Dad, you need me to tap in for you?" Just no respect.
No respect at all.
So I knew Rick was getting the motivation he needed. Dave, I feel like you needed a little boost.
I had a great conversation with your mom, Rick. She was lovely.
She was.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She didn't tell you that we had a great talk?
She mentioned that you guys, she didn't, I mean, we didn't talk a lot about it.
Brian and I had an extended, great conversation.
Yeah. It was nice to have Brian around for a couple days.
But now he leaves you.
Now he's gone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We had a nice dinner on Friday night, and then that was it. Saturday.
Oh, he was part of the Friday New York City big extravaganza?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Delicious dinner, and then Saturday, bye-bye.
You know what? I know. I see what you see in Brian, though. He has a way.
He does,
doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's very addicting, yes.
He is.
He is.
The downside for you is it sounds like he's living a glorious life in Florida, and I don't think he's coming back.
Oh, he's not coming back, no.
But he is a wonderful man.
Yeah, that's fine. I lost another one to Florida. That's it.
Yeah.
Sad, really.
I don't know what to say.
Before we go to break, I'll tell you, this is why when we talk about RJ's height, RJ at 6'2",
he's dangerous.
Forget it.
Dangerous.
He's a weapon.
I think it's actually in your best interest that you are 5'6", 7", whatever you are, because I. What?
Go on.
Because I think if you're 6'2", you might not be able to resist all of the women throwing themselves at you.
You're right. There's a chance that where's RJ? Oh, he's in the dressing room with this young lady.
There was a man that walked up to me at one point. He was sure that when you walk up to someone, you're like, okay, as we get closer, maybe we're on different footing. I surely will be taller than this person, and he was taller than me, but maybe by an inch. And at one point, he walks up and he just goes, "Oh man, I'm your height." Welcome to it.
Oh, that's not nice.
You're doing great, RJ.
I'm
I'm getting emails that you are phenomenal and attractive. All right, let's break. We have some news to kind of break. Not news, but some station event news that we have to break. So that's exciting. We'll get to the Knicks. We're going to go around the league. We have everything going on today. It's a very busy Monday. Other college hoops games we got to get into. Florida, that defense at the end, very questionable. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Time to bench those other job sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build your championship roster. What's the advantage? Well, with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast. But you also get the MVP for your team. Plus, ZipRecruiter doesn't make candidates wait to take the shot. It passes the ball right to them. Building your team or scouting fresh talent? ZipRecruiter runs the full court with powerful technology that immediately gets your job in front of the right players. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. And why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster, smarter, and more efficient from post to hire before the competition can even cross half court. It's a slam dunk with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
There's a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 Hybrid Preferred with all-wheel drive for $259 for 36 months. Or buy with 1.9% APR for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN142673. MSRP $37,300. Zero security deposit. 1.9% APR for $28.60 a month per $1,000 financed. Ends 3/31/26.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, get Verizon Fios and a line of mobile for just $64.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month. And unlimited welcome for $45 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
If you manage an active facility, you don't have time for disruption. Tricon Construction specializes in working inside healthcare, commercial, and industrial buildings without shutting operations down. That means tight planning, clear communication, safe, disciplined execution, because when patients are inside, when tenants are working, when production can't stop, there's no margin for mistakes. When it has to be handled professionally and handled right, Tricon is the only choice. Visit TriconBuilds.com, TriconBuilds.com.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. Confetti Craze makes it easy to turn any day into a party with its delicious birthday cake flavor and big birthday energy. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. I bring these tiny bottles everywhere to cakeify my day with tasty caffeine boosts. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. Confetti Craze makes it easy to turn any day into a party with its delicious birthday cake flavor and big birthday energy. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. I bring these tiny bottles everywhere to cakeify my day with tasty caffeine boosts. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
All right, DNR with you. Well done, Raymond. I mean, you've taken the theme and you've run with it today. 800-919-3776. This was supposed to be in the 6 o'clock hour, but I think it deserves some discussion, so I want to kind of read it and we can dissect it a little bit. The NFL draft is coming up.
Oh, baby.
Actually, 1 month from today.
That's right.
1 month from today, Thursday, April 23rd. And New York is on the clock. The Jets pick 2nd and 16th. The Giants pick 5th. And you and I are going to break it all down live. Join ESPN New York's Couchcast, your second screen for the NFL Draft. Real-time reactions, instant takes, everything New York cares about, New York fans care about. Watch along. React with us. Don't miss a single moment. ESPN New Giorg's Couchcast on draft night, April 23rd at 8 o'clock, presented by Calandra's Bakery. So how do you feel about that? You're going to be giving your instant Jets reaction as the draft is going on for everyone to kind of, partner with you. See how you're reacting, how you feel, emote, all of that stuff.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the reaction at 2 is going to be. I think there's a better chance that at 16 I could have some kind of reaction. I think we have a pretty good idea who's going 2. Or
what do you think you could take, Bailey or Reese, right? You think one of those two?
I think it's one of those two.
Yeah. What do you want?
Who do I want?
Yeah. What do you want?
I think the idea of what you could do with Reese and his potential upside excites me. I just don't know if I trust the coaching staff to get that out of him necessarily. But I also recognize that, if Aaron Glenn doesn't have a good year, you'll bring in a new coach who you feel is going to be, hopefully more qualified. That would probably benefit for someone with that kind of skill set.
Okay. All right. I think that makes sense. And I think the Giants, even at 5.
Well, 5's going to be crazy because
I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, now you're going to and then the potential to react to what happens at 3 and 4 for you also, because I think you have your mindset on Sonny Styles.
I want Styles, but is Styles there? If Love is there,
right? Well, what happens if Jeremiah Love goes 5?
I don't want him.
Oh
God, I don't want him.
Oh, if we don't, we better make sure we have beverages. Better make sure.
Well, if he goes 5, I could be throwing beverages.
Well, I don't care what you're throwing, as long as I need you to. You said all this. We're going to emote.
Is that a concern for you that I won't emote when the Giants go 5?
No, it's never a concern.
No, I'm gonna. RJ, you gonna be at this event?
It's possible.
No.
You're so good looking, though.
No, you will be. You got to guarantee me right now that you're going to be at this event.
I'd say it's possible. It's possible.
When's that? What is she giving birth on the 23rd?
Oh,
what do you mean possible?
No, she's not giving birth on the 23rd.
So what do you
mean
possible?
In June.
Right. So what are we doing?
Listen, we're working through some scheduling things. I'd say it's solidly possible.
You do
have
realize
trip to
that
Disney
he's going to be here
planned?
during the day. Then he's going to have to come back. Then he's going to come back in the next morning.
Well,
it is a weekday.
We'll get him a hotel room.
Oh, here we go.
What do you mean, here we go? We'll get him a hotel room. It's right next door. Walking distance.
RJ, we get you a hotel room. You in?
I'd say I'd be upgraded to solidly in.
Solidly in.
Done. Hotel room done.
Listen.
Okay. Hotel room.
I'd say it's.
What do you need? You need snacks? Like
No.
What kind of hotel room are you looking for?
No, I don't need snacks. And I've heard the rumblings. Your beverage requests / demands, I guess at this point, I believe have been heard. So I think you'll be taken care of in that.
Archie, there was no demands. All we wanted, you could have went right across the street to get like a big giant.
A 2-liter bottle of soda.
That's it. That's all we
I
needed.
wasn't looking for any mango infused anything. just like a beverage that if I got thirsty I could drink.
I think it's going to happen.
Something to wet my mouth.
Right.
That's it.
It'll happen.
Do you have concerns about this event, RJ? Or you think it's going to be a great from beginning to end event?
Oh, I think it'll be elite. And now that we've taken the top off with, you could say anything you want on YouTube.
Boy.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah, but I don't know that you can say anything you want on that kind of a.
I don't think you can either. But I'm concerned.
I don't think
You could say anything you want once.
I don't think I could have sworn more than I swore. I think.
Yeah, but I think being mic'd up is different than hosting a couch cast.
Professionalism, you're saying.
Right, I think you're mic'd up, you can say whatever, and it's like, well, he's mic'd up, and he doesn't really know that he's talking on air. When you're kind of hosting a couch cast, that becomes a little bit more professional, I would think.
Okay, so what happens to Giants at number 5? What's your worst nightmare scenario position-wise that they take? Running back?
I like Jeremiah Love. I just don't want to take a running back 5th.
So whatever that situation would be for you, worst case scenario, that plays out on that Thursday night.
Right.
I think you lose total awareness of what's going on.
I think there's a good chance of that, yes.
Like you rip the TV off the wall, you smash something in Rick's face.
No.
He flips Greg's desk.
No.
This is your fault, Greg.
No. Raymond, we can expect you at the event as well, right?
Well, as long as the Knicks aren't playing. Playoff game could be happening that night.
Could be happening that
What if it's on the road, though?
If it's on the road, if it's on the road, I'm going to be here anyway. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So then you can just pop in.
I could just come in and wave and
You pop it. Cowboys pick. You pop.
Yeah, I could either be really happy or really angry. That could be good.
Well, all right. So let me ask you this, Ray, because you don't like the Giants, and understandably so.
Sure.
What is your worst nightmare for the Giants to do?
No,
Like, what concerns you the most? The Giants take at 5.
I wouldn't like the Giants getting Sonny Styles. I think we've been over this.
So if the Giants take Jeremiah Love at 5, you'd be like, oh, whew.
I mean, I think Jeremiah Love's going to be an excellent NFL
Everybody
player.
thinks he's going to be an excellent NFL player.
I wouldn't feel like as bothered by it as by Styles, because Styles is a player that I've told you before the combine. I wanted him, and I thought he was realistic that they could get him at 12 in Dallas. Now it's not the case. He's not going to be there. So then we don't get him. Well, then you're probably going to get him, and if not you, the commies will probably take him. So not a great spot for me when it comes to Sonny Styles. I liked him a lot. I really did. And now I've got to get used to the fact that one way or another, there's probably a greater than 50% chance that guy's going to be causing chaos in my division.
And you believe chaos, like you think?
I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be a player.
Yeah, that's who I want. That's who I've wanted.
It sounds like either way, though. But, I mean, like, everyone thinks that Caleb Downs is going to be great. Mm-hmm. Everyone thinks that Sonny Styles is going to be really good. And everyone thinks that Jeremiah Love could be the best player in the draft.
I agree. I mean, listen, people love this offensive guard from Penn State.
Right, but it keeps going back to the same.
Vega.
It keeps going back to the same thing, though, with this year's draft. It's, the value of the position. Like, how focused are you on that? As opposed to just saying, listen, it's the best. I mean, this is a blue chip guy. Unfortunately, he doesn't play a position that's like valued the same as an edge rusher, but still, I'm getting a great player.
I mean, if you can't get a great player at 5, then you're doing something really wrong. Which we've done in the past, right?
Right. I mean, it happens, man.
Thibodeau and Evan Neal, you took it 5 and 7, and they combined to be not what you were expecting them to be.
Right. I would just as much as you're still dealing with the scars of taking Saquon Barkley the 2nd overall pick, because it didn't really make much sense because your team wasn't really ready to win. So are you really going to take?
No, but the big difference is you didn't have a quarterback.
Well, but that's my point, though. I could actually, maybe potentially talk you down from that pick just because, again, you're talking about winning a Super Bowl in the next 5 years.
I agree.
So you're getting a running back that's not just the guy who's going to run the football. It's more of a weapon that can do all the things that Bijan Robinson can do and Jahmyr Gibbs can do, and now you're pairing him up with your franchise quarterback and Malik Neighbors, and you have this window now with John Harbaugh to win.
That's right. I mean, I won't like it. I still won't like it.
Well, you got to get his prime. Like you're going to get his You're not wasting any best years because you're on. You're ready to win now.
That's right. I mean, I don't think you're ready to make that step, but I believe when he's still in his prime, you'll be ready to win.
When he's still a rookie deal. Like if he's a 5th overall pick, you got him for 5 years.
You could argue that you could be ready to win when the quarterback and the running back are both on rookie deals.
But that's 5 years. Yeah, I mean that's your argument.
Right, that's what I'm saying. When you did it with Saquon was disastrous.
Well, because
you didn't have the quarterback and your team stunk, and you brought in a great running back, but it just didn't add up. It didn't make sense.
Well, because we all knew what was happening, and then the whole idea like I'm not even going to pick up the phone. It's like, what do you mean you're not going to pick up the phone? Like this is
Dave
not
Gettleman.
Right, but Saquon Barkley is not guaranteeing you anything.
No.
Like, he's a great player, and you love him, and he's good. He's good for all the things that Saquon Barkley was good for. And they should have never let him leave because of what they lost in that locker room. And he turns around and goes and wins a Super Bowl.
Got a tweet from Joseph Albanese.
Yep.
He says, you suffer, and I think he's right, you suffer from PTSD. This is why you don't want the Giants to take Jeremiah Love at 5. This is not a Saquon Barkley situation. They have a far improved offensive line, a young quarterback, a better head coach. This is the exact opposite of the Saquon Barkley situation. I think you're right. I think he's right. I think I have complete PTSD. I still don't like it, but I would not be nearly as apoplectic over taking Love 5 here as I was taking Saquon 2 years ago.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, I don't even feel like you can put that in the same.
They were trying to save Eli Manning.
Of course,
and they just wouldn't relent to the fact that there was no saving to be had.
Right, but I mean, I think in that partly why Dave Gettleman got the job was because of that. Like we heard, he's been a part of the Giants. He knows how we do our business and everything else. But it was clear. Like,
and look what they've had to do. They've had to completely overhaul the entire organization. Right?
Yeah, but it got you to this point, though.
Right. You're right. If this is the new standard moving forward and the new way they handle themselves moving forward, then all of the awful moments. This is like Andy Dufresne. going through miles of you-know-what to eventually get to see red on the beach.
Miles of crap.
Miles of crap.
You know what's interesting, though? I would be interested to know, or if you could go back, we play that game, like if you could go back, if in that moment with the second overall pick, the Giants made the decision to say, hey, listen, Eli's close to the end, right? Like this, you got Sam Darnold in this draft, you got Josh Allen, like there's some names in this draft. Like what Sam Darnold would have been to the Giants as opposed to what he ended up being with the Jets.
We'll never know. I agree, but we'll never know. That's why I want it desperately too.
Well, a lot of people were talking about that, yeah.
Of course. But
and then
the
we were
Giants
pumped when we got him at 3.
Just weren't willing to move on from the quarterback at that moment. All right, let's break. We'll come back. We'll get to the Knicks. I guess Raymond's going to take us on a little tour around the league.
Could you imagine that, though? He
What?
goes 2 to you. Maybe that means I get Josh Allen at 3. You imagine that? How it changes both. How it changes both franchises.
It's like what's the Sliding Doors, that movie? It's like one little thing happens, and now the entire rest of your life is completely different.
The butterfly effect.
Yeah. All right. Let's break. We'll come back, and we'll get to what we do. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Score up to a $50 bonus bet daily during March matchups with BetMGM's free-to-play fast break game. Log in to BetMGM, play as the point guard, and choose to pass or go for a dunk. If you score, you'll win either a $50 bonus bet or boost token. The ball is always in your court with BetMGM, where you can take advantage of special offers and earn rewards points on every bet. Make a fast break during March matchups by playing as the point guard for your daily shot at a $50 bonus bet or boost token. BetMGM.com is where you can find full prize details and terms. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. All rewards expire in 24 hours.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players. But in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL presented by SoFi is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Join DiPietro and Rothenberg Thursday, April 23rd for a special couch cast of Round 1 of the NFL Draft, presented by Calandra's Bakery. The Jets and Giants have 3 picks in the top 16, and Rick and Dave will react live as the first round unfolds. From the big decisions to the big-time drama. Catch it all in this YouTube-only exclusive, and it's all from Calandra's Bakery and your home for football talk. ESPN New York.
Nice. Well done. Good show, by the way. Now I'm confused.
I would say good show.
What do you mean?
It's a great show, Saved by the Bell.
I love Saved by the
Thiessen,
Bell.
by the way.
Oh.
I love that.
Lisa Turtle was smoking hot, too.
Very, very attractive. She
Right.
dated Mark Paul Gosselaar for quite some time.
I know.
Yeah. I think he might have had his way with all those ladies on the show.
And then Screech did porn.
Screech is no longer with us, you know.
I know, but he did porn. It doesn't
change the fact that, yes,
the fact that he did porn.
He did porn.
He did porn. And then Elizabeth Berkley did that.
Don't say that. You know exactly
You know
what
what it is.
No, I was thinking of the name of it, Showgirls movie.
Yeah.
There
So
you
you
go.
watched it numerous times.
It was a good movie.
Right.
And I was a younger man at that point. So
And AC Slater's killing it. He's crushing it.
Mario Lopez.
That's correct.
Yes. You're right. That was a great show.
It was a terrific show.
It was a great terrible show. It wasn't a good. It's like Gilligan's Island was a great show. It wasn't a great show. It was a great, like, entertaining.
That was a good it was a good solid
but it
show.
wasn't a good show.
Okay, but you know what I mean. It was entertaining.
Highly. And it
that's
was a great show, but it wasn't really a great show.
See, but that's the difference between me and you.
What's the
in your
difference?
movie list, in my movie list, it probably RJ's movie list is more like my movie list. I'm looking for entertainment, baby. I ain't looking to start breaking
and I
things
liked
down
it too,
to
and I was
great
entertained by it
movies.
as well. But nobody is walking the streets of Manhattan saying "Saved by the Bell" was a great show. RJ, come on.
Listen, I think it's a great show. The issue though with you, Dave, is that you have it's like left brain, right brain syndrome. Like the critic part of your brain will not allow you to give a show like that too many compliments.
Right.
I loved that show, but I understood what it was.
Right, but you're like, it's a great show for you simple people.
That's
No,
it.
I'm sitting here telling you, I'm right there with you. I also loved it, but it was not a great show.
You were doing so good. You didn't have to bring all the extra stuff into it.
You're
You could
like
just left it off.
you're like a snooty food critic. That's like, for your palate, this is delicious, but for my palate,
That's right.
It's just okay.
That's right.
It just goes above the range of which you're willing to agree on its greatness. Like if you were a food critic, to go with Rick's analogy, like a cheeseburger could never rate as high as some elegant dish.
Yes.
But if it's the
That's
world's
right.
greatest cheeseburger,
Well, which is crazy because you could. I mean, there are some cheeseburgers now that are just as good as a delicious steak.
Yeah, but if you're expecting the delicious steak and you get a cheeseburger, that's one thing. But you're going out for a burger,
Right. If you know that you're looking for like lowbrow, fun,
And there it is.
half an
And there
hour
it is.
television, then Saved by the Bell. That's your baby. I
And there
love
it
the
is.
show also.
Now, and there it is. You call this lowbrow. We love
I didn't
the show.
call.
and
I
that's
didn't.
what
You know
did.
what? You're a big baby. I didn't call you
Ipso
lowbrow.
facto,
I didn't call
RJ
you lowbrow.
RJ, he called you 5'6", and now he called both of us lowbrow.
yeah, that was very much. Listen, if I'm just feeling down on myself and I want to go grab a cheeseburger, I agree, it's a good cheeseburger. But when I'm rolling, like when all the pistons of Dave's mind are firing, Saved by the Bell has no place near the
I give you one television. I say you could watch The Sopranos or Saved by the Bell.
But you're going up against like Mount Rushmore shows now.
Right, and it also depends on how I'm feeling.
I could choose 200 shows that are better than Saved by the Bell. It's not very good television. It was entertaining. It just wasn't very good.
Is this the hill you want to die on?
No,
I
I
want
don't
to
think
die
anyone wants
here,
to die on
yes.
this hill. But see, even like I could think of 200.
200 's a lot.
Yeah, it's
You're being that guy right now.
he's that guy, but that's who he is, Ray. He should. If you look up that guy in the dictionary, it's his face. He's that guy.
I'm that guy.
You know what he views this as? Saved by the Bell is the Dak Prescott of shows.
Oh, great.
That's how.
It's fine. It gets the job done, but it's not going to win any awards.
It launched some careers though.
Listen, Mark Paul Gosselaar wound up on NYPD Blue. Mario Lopez, you talked about him, big star.
Right.
Still a big star.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen, desire of teenage boys across the world.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
First crush for many.
Yeah. She wound up on 90210, and she was a huge star.
So listen, you got to start somewhere. It's like you in Raleigh. How do you say it?
Raleigh.
Yeah, with the camels.
Here's my issue though. Now I'm glad you said Raleigh. So last time there was an event, the DHR event.
Yep.
It was Calandras, and then the Catchcast we have, which they're sponsoring, it's Calandras.
Oh.
I'm going to need a clarification from somebody.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to.
What's the matter, Ray?
No, because I feel like I could have sworn I said this to you. Maybe I didn't.
You say Calandras.
No, Calandras.
You say Calandras?
Because if you remember, the Calandras, they had showed up during the Knicks playoff run last year. They had popped a couple of cakes in on the Knicks suite, and I met one of the owners. I think her name was Kristen. And I asked,
where were you when we had this conversation recently?
No, this was during the playoffs.
I understand. Rick and I had the conversation recently about how you say the name of the Italian village.
It may have been the week he was off.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. So, and I asked her just out of curiosity, like, how is it supposed to be pronounced? She said either is fine, but it's Calandras.
So it's okay. Well, you know what? From now on, this moment forward, it's Calandras.
It's delicious. I don't know however you want to pronounce it. Delicious.
Heather in the car is on the line. She met you at Calandras and somehow, some way, wants to defend RJ. Good morning, Heather. How are you?
Good morning, guys. I listen to you guys every morning on my way to work. And I did meet Rick. Listen, I grew up in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm half Italian. We've always called it Calandras, so I'm not really sure. But if the owner says it's Calandras, I guess
It's
we should go
Calandras.
with what you say.
Yep.
But I was actually calling in to defend RJ because my husband, Anthony, Italian guy, is 5'6", and maybe he was a little shorter than I would have liked, but he was so cute I couldn't resist. So there's nothing wrong with 5'6" Italian guys. They're perfect.
No, there's nothing wrong
Nothing
with RJ.
wrong.
We're just, but think about, what did you say your husband's name is, Heather? I'm sorry?
Shocker, it's Anthony.
Anthony. So if Anthony at 5'6", terrific. Could you imagine Anthony at 6'2"?
Yeah, sometimes.
Right? Is he right?
Yeah, but we actually grew up in the same town, so I remember like when we were younger, all the girls loved him because he had such a cute face. And so, listen, you can't get everything, guys. Come on.
All right, let me ask you a difficult question here, and I don't feel like I should ask it, but I'm going to ask it. Okay, now be honest with me, because and we met.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
on a scale of 1 to 10, would you consider your husband a higher score than you are, looks-wise?
Probably.
See, and now this
Yeah.
this is why when we say RJ at 6'2", because I think that you're going to get RJ at a discounted price because he's only 5'7". If RJ's 6'2", RJ's, now he's got his pick of the litter.
You know what
RJ's
he
a
is,
rocket.
Heather? And thanks for the call. He's great draft value.
Exactly right.
Like, you get RJ for a lifetime.
RJ's
and-
Ruben Bain.
Yes. Small arms, but...
He's got little baby T-Rex arms, but the production is
Right.
like, watch the tape.
There's a big difference between being short and having T-Rex arms. Like, Ruben Bates still has good size. He just has baby arms.
But
RJ's Ruben Bain.
RJ could probably rush the passer amazingly well if he was Ruben Bain's size.
Oh, God.
You even got me with that one.
Dave, you said praise. He's terrific value.
He is.
I don't know why they have to be little T-Rex arms.
But you get an absolute smoke show, but he's just a little bit small.
Right, he's just a little like, you know what it's like? You buy this sweater and you're like, this is 50% off, and then you notice it has a little red dot at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
You tuck it in, it looks amazing.
If you're watching on YouTube, you didn't have to actually do the little T-Rex arms movement.
Yeah, well, I think we'll be posting that one later. Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, tremendous draft value.
Great value.
Why would you do this?
I mean, you know what, RJ, to relate it to you so you understand, the Brock Purdy of the draft.
Listen, I'll take being Brock Purdy.
Wow.
I'll take that.
Of course you will.
I don't even think. But that's the thing, though. RJ's not the last pick in the draft. There's no chance.
But look at the value that you got from Brock Purdy.
Right, but I mean, you look at RJ's face, like you look at his attributes, his chest, all the different, his hair.
He's got it.
Like this is a top 5 pick. And then he hits the tape measure, and they're like,
The measurables aren't there.
Yeah,
right.
You check like we're hearing like, hey, Ruben Bain's got short arms, and then they measure him, and it's like he's got these little things. You know,
the way you're portraying this on the YouTube, he doesn't have arms. He has hands
little
that
nubs.
protrude from his chest.
Tiny little nubs sticking out.
That's Ray he's portraying it like he has chest hands.
Why don't you just pull your arms into your shirt and just kind of stick them
I can't, otherwise I would.
Because I feel like you'd be better served doing that right now.
He has chest hands.
You know, I've never been more invested in Ruben Bain's success.
Could you imagine the type of bend you got to get around the edge if you got little hands like that?
Oh my God!
There's no hand-to-hand combat.
If I had hands like you're portraying, I wouldn't even be able to get up.
It's like a fire hydrant.
How would you do a push-up?
You wouldn't.
What do you mean? You know how many push-ups you could do? You could just lay in your stomach. That's a push-up. Wow, that's not nice. RJ, you're handsome, though. You're handsome.
You're really good looking.
Thank God he's handsome. Thank God.
Yeah, if you weren't handsome, it would be a problem.
Yeah, I think I would fall. I'd plummet through the draft.
Yes, you might be a undrafted free agent.
Priority
if you
free
weren't
agent.
Really good looking.
Probably practice squad kind of guy.
There was at one point, RJ, and I believe you'll remember this. He walks up to me on Friday. He goes, "You okay?" I said, "Wait a minute." He goes, "You look so tired."
Yeah, just at one point I looked over, like you could there was a level of like just how disheveled you look.
Didn't you hit me? Didn't Dave hit me with one of those like 2 weeks ago? Ray, you look terrible.
Oh, yeah, you look so tired. He said to you.
I didn't say you looked. I said you look exhausted.
Right.
Well, Dave has this thing where he gets moving and he's playing pickleball and he's just working into a lather, and then the hair starts working. And
that's what I mean.
That takes.
Well,
you
that's what he says to me too. He goes,
yeah.
Your hair looks really good now.
Well,
what do you mean? He goes, we can do something with this.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
I do.
As if he's like a hair aficionado.
I think you need
as if he's like Vidal Sassoon in his other world.
You need to unleash those babies.
They're not babies.
You got some nice follicles.
Yeah, you do. You gotta get it. That's because the air starts getting it starts puffing itself up.
Well, because it gets sweaty and it gets air and it starts moving around.
You should let it start growing.
Grow it out.
Just see what we can do with it.
Well,
I've decided that I'm going to grow a mustache.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Dave's excited.
Yeah. I love the mustache.
I'm going to go with the mustache, I think.
Why?
I don't know.
You doing a calendar or something?
No, I just decided. I hate shaving, and I feel like I'm just going to go with
why
the
not grow a
mustache.
beard?
Well, I'm going to have to grow the beard to eventually go to the mustache. I don't think I like a full beard.
Well, how do you know unless you try it?
Because I've had a full beard before.
You don't have to grow the beard to get the mustache. You could just grow out the mustache.
Well,
shave around and grow a mustache.
I don't think that's the right way to do it.
So you're going to grow a beard and then shave it down.
Right.
And then I guess if you hate it, you'll just eliminate that.
And then the mustache goes. Then all of it just goes, yeah.
Right. That makes sense. When is this going to happen? Right now?
I think I may start it now. I don't know yet. I just have come to the conclusion that I just despise shaving.
See, it takes a real man to grow a mustache. But I will tell you this. I think you are capable.
Oh, we'll find out.
I think you could do it.
And my dad also has decided he wanted to grow a mustache because of Landman, and now he has a full-blown mustache.
Really?
So, yeah.
Because Jefferson at work has a mustache, and it's not working. Right?
But he also has like an Adam's apple beard that he just doesn't shave for whatever reason.
Well, regardless of that, he has a mustache, which is just not. It's not hitting.
It doesn't work for everybody.
It's not hitting.
It's not. I mean, why can't we be honest with him? I love Jefferson.
This is the honesty we've come to love.
I love Jefferson. That mustache it's creepy.
But it's kind of like his thing, though.
The fact that he was able to acquire a great girl, having that thing above his top lip is remarkable.
I got some of the full Jefferson experience.
You hung out with him?
Yeah, I got there. I threw my stuff down and I hung out with a couple of people that were, just kind of hanging out watching some of the hoops. And Jefferson showed up after me, probably, 10:30, because he was working his other job. And as we're about to disperse, and what floor are you going to? Jefferson's like, I'm not going to my room. And I told you on Friday, he went and hit the floor.
Tables.
Yeah.
Well, he hit the tables, but he didn't know how to play the game.
He didn't know what he was doing. Yeah. That tells you so much, though.
That's the full experience.
That's how he
you know he's got money.
He does. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't
He's
know what he's
playing
doing.
Like
but
the video slots or the video poker, and the hands are coming out, and he's turning to other people. Did I win? He has no idea.
It must be the best feeling in the world to not have any idea what you're doing and not care, and just not care.
I guess that's no way to go through life, though.
Apparently, it is.
Well, you know what it is? Going to Augusta, which he's doing.
Yeah, which he's doing. He's got the big half marathon in Banff. I mean, he's doing it.
That's actually not that far away now.
Right, you can't. I mean, doesn't look like he's in great shape for it.
What a
but
mistake that was.
RJ, in theory, in hindsight, this all could end up being a tremendous mistake. But right now, just let him live his life.
It's working.
It's working for him right now.
You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. Also want to let you know, Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Rangers hosting the Senators at 7:30 tonight, and at 10 o'clock, the Nets visit the Trailblazers out west. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. You're going to root for the Rangers tonight, I know.
As difficult as that is for me, yeah.
Yep.
Sorry they couldn't help you in Columbus.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, that's a
Sorry.
shame.
Well, at least you apologized. That's all you guys can do.
That's a real shame. Islanders with a big win last night, though.
Huge win. A huge win.
Still on the outside looking in, right?
No, we're back.
Oh, they're back into the playoffs?
I believe we got the second wild card right now.
By a point?
It's razor thin, yeah. It's going to come right down to the wire.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the Islanders have 11 games left. They're a point behind Boston and a point ahead of Detroit. And 4 points ahead of Ottawa, but Ottawa has 2 games in hand.
Right, but we're sitting there. I mean, we're right there in the Metro, too.
Yes, but you're tied with Columbus, but I guess lose the tiebreaker at the moment. And they have a game in hand.
By the way, they'll keep you in suspense with this one because the puck is dropping a little later tonight.
Why is that?
Well,
is it a national game?
I'm not sure if it's a national, but it was a 7:30 schedule. But also, it's game number 1,000 for Mika Zibanejad, so they are doing a pregame ceremony for him. So this will be like a 7:50 puck drop, I believe.
15-minute ceremony?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, good for him. Nice event. Raymond?
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh, fantastic.
I felt badly for you yesterday.
It's only Monday, and I got a day off on Saturday, recuperated. Long day at the Garden yesterday, but fun. All good.
Did you watch the whole change?
No, I kind of tried to duck in and take a nap.
Where'd you take a nap at? Where'd you take a nap at?
Tried to in the suite. Didn't work.
Oh.
Didn't work.
Well, how could you sleep in a suite where there's people roaming
Why'd
around?
you go for a nice massage or something?
There's no people roaming around.
Yeah, how much time did you have?
Not in there.
He had hours because the Rangers game ended.
No, but
before the next game started.
Eventually, I gave up and just went to go grab a bite to eat outside. So it just wasn't happening.
Should have got a nice back rub or something.
Yeah.
You should
close your eyes for an hour.
You'd love a massage, right?
Actually, it'd be great right about now.
Right.
You know what?
I mean,
Missed
you have plenty of time.
opportunity. But again, I didn't feel like in that bad a way. So I wasn't even really considering it.
Are you considering around the league?
That'd be good. I think that'd be good.
I would like that as well.
It's time to go around the league.
And you would think that there's not a lot going on, but there is. There's always
NFL,
something
baby.
in the NFL.
There's always something.
Yep. So we're going to start, and we haven't addressed this yet, but we did address it in the group chat this weekend. Cam Skattebo.
What is wrong with him?
So he was asked on a podcast, namely the Bring the Juice podcast, whether he thinks CTE is real.
You think CTE is a real thing?
No, it's an excuse.
I think asthma's an excuse too. Is that a hot take?
No, that's a good take.
That's valid.
Yes, asthma's fake.
Is there anything worse than when you're in 4th grade and someone's huffing and puffing, you're just soft?
Yeah, just literally
be better.
Breathe air.
Oh, the reaction to that was about what you'd expect. He then apologized on social media.
You sound like an absolute moron.
He's got to be trying to be funny, no?
It didn't come across as really all that funny, though, did it?
No, I don't think it was funny at all.
He's got to work on his delivery. So he apologized on social media. He said, I recently did an interview and had a lapse in judgment, which resulted in me making a tasteless joke about CTE and asthma. It was never my intention to downplay the seriousness of head injuries or asthma. I sincerely apologize to anyone that was offended by my remarks, and I assure you that I'll be more mindful and respectful going forward. Much love.
Why would you joke? Honest to God.
Totally agree.
But of all the, why would you joke about that?
So,
if you
this
were
is
like
the guy that used to take his head
you
in
saw the
helmet
video
and ram it into a brick wall before games.
That's right.
Like, why even mess around with that?
So Rick, you asked why, and well, I don't know if this explains the why, but it kind of gives you some insight because I then saw his mom, Becky.
Yeah. She has asthma.
If only people knew, these are her words, if only people knew how many times Cam had to, quote, run and get mom's inhaler, they'd realize the sarcasm. You'll never make everyone happy, and you'll never say all the right things, and people are bound to spin something sooner or later in a direction it was never intended to go. And then she added in shrugging emoji.
All right, so here's the thing. Your mother will defend you anywhere,
it's your mom.
Anytime, ever. The fact that he joked about asthma, and apparently she has it, and he needs to run for her inhaler
that's
when
why
he was a kid, makes it even worse.
Well, no, in her mind, it makes it a joke. In her mind,
there was nothing funny about it.
Of course, he has to be joking because he knows I have asthma, and he's seen me have asthma attacks. So that's why you should feel like you should sense the sarcasm when it's like, well, he should work on his. Like Ray said, his delivery then.
His delivery is horrendous. Right. He never, at the end of it, be like, of course I'm kidding.
No joke. In no joke. Of the players you watch play football in the NFL, could you think of a player? No, you can't. No. It's like the definition of it. Like, why
the way
even
he
play
plays
around with that?
I mean, how many times have you heard the way he plays football is it's not sustainable?
Right. I don't even know why he would joke with something like that.
Because I hate to surmise, but it's not a bright thing to do.
Right, but it wasn't fun. Yeah, but it's not even.
None of it. It's not funny. It's not entertaining.
I don't know how
it's clever. It's not cute. There's nothing
adoring
about this.
Right, like I tell jokes in the show sometimes and they fall flat, but you can understand there's in it it could have been funny. It just the timing was wrong. But what about what he just said was ever going to be funny?
Like CET, asthma, they're just not funny things to joke about.
Well, following it up when they asked him, is that a hot take? And then he doubled down. So just
When I saw this, I was just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Just
let's get to the season.
Yeah, that's right. Just run the football.
we got a long way to go. But from Rich Cimini, the Jets, who hold the 2nd and 16th pick in the draft, as we all know, they will attend some key pro days in the coming days. So Darren Muji is scheduled for Miami today, and Ohio State on Wednesday, per sources, also has a meeting Sunday night. So that would have been last night with Carson Beck. And he may also attend the Notre Dame and Texas Tech pro days this week.
I think what's going to be most interesting is what they do at 16. Like what Muji decides to do at 16.
What are you thinking now? You thinking? I guess the only question is: are you thinking quarterback or non-quarterback?
I would like non-quarterback.
I know what you would like, but what are you thinking right now at the moment they're going to do?
I think what he does at 16 tells you a lot about how he feels about Aaron Glenn. I think if they take a quarterback at 16, I think he ties himself closer to Aaron Glenn in the situation as opposed to taking.
Well, now he's giving him some weapons, right, to succeed this year.
Right, and he's also, I think he could potentially be buying him some time.
Right. Ray, I don't know if you have this in your arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this over the weekend. I won't take it from you if you have it, who the Jets are looking into as their backup quarterback?
No, I don't have that one. Go ahead.
I feel badly saying this, but I read over the weekend, apparently Russell Wilson is someone the Jets are highly interested in bringing in as their backup quarterback.
I mean, veteran presence. If he had a positive effect on Jackson Dart, you would hope he would have a positive effect on...
It sounds like Jameis had the more positive effect, though.
Well, yeah.
I mean, what about...
Trying to be positive.
I read this to Alex yesterday. He goes, did they watch him play last year?
Maybe they saw the Cowboys game.
Maybe that's the only game they watched.
Well, I mean, RJ, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you think what Mooj does at the quarterback position kind of tells you, if you wanted to start, as Dave likes to say, connecting tea leaves?
What he thinks of the entire team?
Yeah, like what he's like really looking to do here with this team?
Notably absent from that list I gave you, nothing on the Alabama Pro Day, which is Wednesday. So
every time I'll tell you what, though, every time you turn on ESPN and Orlovsky's on, it's about Ty Simpson now.
He loves Ty Simpson.
Wait till this pro day happens, man. I'm telling you. Wait till it
exactly
if he has a good so you know what, it'd almost be in your best interest if he has a horrible pro day. If in fact you don't want him.
Well, I mean, there's also a relationship between him and Todd Monken through his dad, and he was also Monken was also the one that recruited him.
Yes.
So I don't know. I mean, if his pro day is that good, I mean, is there a chance that Cleveland decides they want to take him?
It's not off the table.
Where's Cleveland 6?
Look at that quarterback back room right now.
Oh God,
that place! What a disaster!
Talking about bad quarterback rooms.
Yes, Cleveland is 6.
Oh dear.
I don't know. Do you feel like this is a great situation? Depending on, regardless of how you feel about Ty Simpson, do you feel like the Jets right now at this moment are a great situation for Ty Simpson?
I don't think the Jets are a great situation for anything at the moment.
That's not nice.
No. Well, it's not meant to be mean. I'm just like, they have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, they do.
They do. They do. And this, I mean, there could be a lot of pain on the way for 2026. But I was reading that article that Rich puts out every Sunday, even during the offseason. It's awesome. And he laid out the situation that we've talked about he put numbers to actually what it really could look like. So, by the way, the Jets are 11th in spending this offseason. So you do get some mixed signals to Rick's point about like which direction he actually thinks his team's going to go in. But do you know how much money, roughly, that we're talking about? Because the Jets are going to take a dead cap hit of $104 million this year, which is the third highest in the league. Do you know what that frees up for 2027, though? Roughly, how much money?
How much they'll be under the cap?
Yeah.
Oh,
130.
Care to guess, Rick?
I feel like it's going to be a big number. Otherwise, I think what do they have? Like,
too high.
What do they have? Like how much dead cap money do they have right now for quarterbacks? Like $48 million, I think I read.
Yeah, for quarterbacks.
What's the total cap? Like 322 or something?
I'd like to readjust. I'd like to say 110.
Okay.
You're only going 110?
Yeah.
This is in addition to 3 first-round picks.
So it's high. It's over $100 million.
$150 million.
Okay.
Ah, man. Shouldn't have readjusted.
So, I mean, you sell that to... This is post-pain that is perhaps likely to come this year. But you could sell that. Like Rich laid it out. And there's a picture that, even as I was reading, I was like, oh. 3 first-rounders, $150 million. If you bring in a coach that is competent, that wants those tools to work with, I mean, long way to go to get there. But
how bad, RJ, because you're usually pretty good like barometer, how bad do you think this year is going to be for the Jets?
To Rick's point, we're going to find out a lot about how they handle the quarterback situation. Because it comes off to me, just guessing, that Muji wants to be good enough where it proves that he knows what he's doing, but he also is not going to throw too many life vests to Aaron Glenn. So here's your players, here's your team. These veterans should turn the locker room around, and the rest is on you. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. But
it screams that Muji is going to be here regardless of whether or not Aaron Glenn can coach.
I feel like that's like defined now.
Right,
Muji
but I'm not gonna,
has a longer shelf life than Aaron Glenn.
Right.
If things go poorly for the Jets this year.
I'm not going to go all in now with you to try to save you when I don't think you're great, and I don't want to also make this job. I want to make this job as attractive as possible and make sure whoever's next has the ability to have success. Because Muji didn't pick Glenn.
No, he didn't.
So I got to make sure that, I mean, if I need a coach, to RJ's point, I got $150 million to spend now and 3 first-round picks. Maybe that first pick is 1 or 2. with a couple guys at the top of that draft board that people consider like legitimate franchise quarterbacks, now we're cooking. Because it feels like he did just enough so it doesn't look like he's completely tanked.
Right, you're not leaving him out to dry. Like, you've given him enough that if you're a decent coach, you'll be a better team. But again, it goes back to, like, if you're a better team, now you're going to keep a coach that you don't think is very good.
Well, I mean, the way to do this, though, is I think how I would do it, though, is you kind of you do some things that you know you need to do. You bring in veteran leadership and add some things to the defensive side of the ball, and then you got these draft picks. And if this guy can coach, it's gonna probably be 6 or 7 wins.
I would. Maybe I'm on an island. I would be stunned if he was a good coach.
Okay,
Stunned.
but I'm just saying, if he does prove to you that he can coach, and he does have these superpowers that we're talking about, which doesn't include, not falling asleep at the combine, is now I know he's a good coach, and I got $150 million to spend and 3 first-round picks.
Yeah,
to
it becomes attractive.
Play call is my superpower, really.
As opposed to now all of a sudden being at the top of the list of free agent spending, and it doesn't work out. Turns out he does stink, and now I got no money left next year.
Right. It's a rough situation, and this could be a rough year for the Jets.
And
like if things go well, you're gonna maybe get to 7 wins.
Right, which I don't know what that does for you. I mean, I guess it could change depending on how you win, because we can sit here and talk about how many wins and everything else. But I just lived through the Giants season, where you had a handful of games against good teams that you should have won, and your rookie quarterback was great, and Brian Daboll still got fired because of how you lost the games. So I mean, you may be able to you may see things from Aaron Glenn that, despite the 6 or 7 wins, show you, hey, year one was just a learning experience, and he's proven to people that he can be a really good coach.
I'd be stunned by that, but maybe
I think a lot of us would be. But
continue, Raymond.
So the Fanatics Flag Football Classic was this weekend.
What a mistake the NFL players made.
Oh boy,
to do this.
Oh boy, I'm glad you.
They got humbled.
They got humbled
very much so.
If you're a fan of one of a player in this game, you would lose your mind watching some of the moves that they're making.
Joe Burrow.
Oh my God, how bad? Could you imagine how upset the NFL would be if Joe Burrow and he was making moves like crazy, like tore his ACL again?
No, I could not. I'll tell you what, though. I mean, Tom Brady was slinging it.
Oh, yes, he was.
But Tom Brady playing is fun. He's got nothing to lose, right?
Right. Gronk playing, no big deal.
By the way,
hamstring.
Gronk seems to be the only injury. He got the hamstring tweak on the 2-point conversion from Tom Brady.
Getting up.
He
slipped on the stupid turf.
You're right. You remember, Ray, you'll remember this, the running back for the Patriots, Robert Edwards.
That was beach.
But it was like the beach flag football.
But it's just like this.
I remember
stuff
watching
happens.
that. Yeah. It's terrible. So this was the inaugural event. It was 3 teams. Team USA, Founders FFC, which was captained by Tom Brady and Jalen Hurts, and Wildcats FFC, which was captained by Burrow and Jaden Daniels. He said Tom Brady, first competitive action, finds Stephon Diggs for a touchdown on his first play. But Team USA, they like you said, Rick, they humbled the pros.
They beat the crap out of them.
They scored on every possession except for the end where they kneeled down. Combined 106-44 score.
Poof.
Yeah.
That really is. At what point do you think the professional players why did we do this?
Well, here's the problem though: is the second it was announced that flag football was going to be an Olympic sport,
it became a battle.
All the NFL players are like, we're going to be in the Olympics.
Yep. And
I'm sure these flag football guys are like, well, no.
Well, they said that. They're like, you can't just pop in here. This is our game.
What are you guys talking about?
Right.
I mean, some of the moves, I forget what his name was, but some of the moves, you talk about trying to take that guy's flag. He's almost on the ground. He's got his hips turned.
Are you talking about Hoosh Doucette?
Oh my God! There's another guy. One of the Doucette's the one that he won the MVP.
He was
right?
the MVP.
Yeah.
Again, they scored on every possession.
Every possession.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, pick sixes. I mean, it was
the dominant. I mean, you got into their ring.
Yeah.
You played their game. You're probably not gonna beat them at their game.
I thought, Dave, you would like this part because Founders FFC, their fate was sealed on a Jalen Hurts pick 6.
I do love that.
And apparently, when Brady came in, he came in on a goal line possession because I don't think you can run the tush push in flag football. So there you go.
You can't run there.
Yeah. Adam Schefter reporting the Niners did not exercise the $10 million option bonus on Trent Williams. That was due on Friday. His cap number will grow close to $47 million, but the Niners are not overly concerned. They still plan to rework his deal before the NFL draft.
RJ, he's going to be a member of the Niners this season?
Yes.
So he'll be there when the Giants beat them.
Oh.
Right? In theory.
RJ, you need to make it. If your team wins, you need to make a statement. Seriously, you need to come and dress as Brock. I don't know what you need to do.
Can we have RJ do what Dave said he was going to do in that promo that ran all football season?
No.
do that
crap
one?
on my head.
RJ would never do that.
No, he wouldn't. But
Never.
that's why it would be funny.
It's just fascinating though that this is the one. This is the one you like. I know you'd love it if you beat the Cowboys more.
I'd expect you to have this tack towards me, not towards
I have
RJ.
this tack towards you every single time we ever play.
This is the one you've chosen to be vocal about, though.
Do we know where that game is? We must know where
I believe it's here.
It's here.
Oh, yeah. Forget it. Forget it.
All right.
RJ, I know you don't want to plan anything because you feel like that's probably going to be bad luck, but you better have something ready to go.
I will say you're forcing me to start paying attention now much earlier than I normally would.
Oh, how about that?
Well, it's just you, though. It's solely you.
We haven't had this version of Dave in a while, so
I'll bet.
I almost don't know how to react. I'm still. It's like the fifth time he said it, and I'm still formulating.
He believes
You
it.
can,
RJ,
you can
he
cower in
believes
the
it.
corner.
RJ, I don't know if physicality's involved or whatever you want to do, but
No,
I mean,
it's
you
not gonna be
need
physical.
to.
We're not gonna fight.
You need to send a statement. You need to send a message.
Send your message. We welcome your message.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to see just a celebratory red shirt the next day. That's not going to be enough.
Oh, I might paint the Mercedes red.
Whatever you need to do, I'll help you. Like he has been talking about this every single week. It feels like.
Dave has to do the show in a Niners helmet.
No, doesn't. Why? Why would I do that?
We could make a bet. I think we should make a bet.
But why would I do that? Why would I just do the show in a Niners helmet?
Because you lost the bet and walked around in a Cowboys outfit. Let's not act like this is
I
beneath
lost
you.
a bet. Why am I just going to do the show in a Niners helmet?
If you lose this time,
There
you
needs to be
sound
a bet.
confident. You sound confident.
And if I win, what happens?
You could figure it out.
Come up with a bet.
Well, you know what, Raymond? You owe me a breakfast anyway, so why don't you pay that off?
Okay, we can do that. When you guys come in and I don't have Knicks Rangers chaos to deal with, we can make this happen. As
I
I
don't
told
want
you.
any of those fakakta pancakes either. I want some
I want
legit
real
pancakes.
fluffy, real pancakes.
Moist pancakes.
Maple syrup.
So we haven't talked
Not
about
like Joe syrup crap.
Joe syrup crap.
Joe syrup crap.
So
I love it.
we haven't talked to Buster in 4 and a half.
He owes us a big steak dinner as well.
Will you roll that out right? Because we normally.
What do you think?
Is it going to be like the first question? Or
Yes,
hey,
of course. He's going to be like, Buster, I hate to do this. That's how.
Yeah.
That's how. we'll do
Buster,
it.
you still owe us the big steak.
Rick, you should hit
lunch.
him with a 47-second question that leads into saying you owe us a steak.
You know what? Yeah, it's well said, Ray. It's very well.
You guys
said.
are supposed to, as good friends and teammates, work to make me better. Not continue to highlight my 47-second questions.
I think if not for us, these questions
now-
will be really out of
Is
hand.
this not working to make you better?
No, and now paralyze me where I'm just going to ask him like 3-word questions.
I think
don't want
that's
you
the
to
best
do
thing
that.
for everybody.
Yankees, go.
No.
Yeah, Ryan
that's
Weathers,
what you want.
good or not?
Yeah, that's
Jason,
what you want.
Jason Dominguez.
Dominguez
Scranton.
Miners.
Talk about it.
Yeah. Sean Manaea, piggybacking. Why?
Yeah, right. That's what I'll do.
That's a good question, actually.
That's what you want.
That, right? I mean, you could
RJT
take it
Rex.
on a route where you're like, so, Senga, Holmes, McLean, Peralta, other guys in the pen. Garrett Cole's going to be out for a while, right? You could do like a whole tour.
I feel like
Verlander's
I feel
back.
like that's
Scherzer
worse.
with the Blue Jays. Why, in fact, are they going with Manaea in a piggybacking situation?
I feel like that's worse.
Yeah, he's mocking me, right? That is worse because that's one of the ones. That's my Yankees question. I named every Yankee.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's doing. He's mocking me, Raymond. That wasn't constructive. What he
No, it
just
wasn't
did.
constructive, right?
That
No,
is
making
that
fun
is
of him.
see that is not making Rick better. As a matter of
Well, the
fact.
good news is
that
I
part.
think all those guys you named are still on this year's team. So
There
we
you
can-
go.
Yeah.
That's good.
So you could, if you'd like to use that, you can.
No, I would shorten it because that's what I'm doing now. I'd say Yankees running it back. Do you like it?
You do realize, guys, that his questions are going to be like 5 to 7 seconds for Buster
Yes,
on
we know.
Wednesday, right?
We know. We know. Moving on. Seahawks did exercise the 5th-year contract options for Jackson Smith and Jigba and Devin Weatherspoon, and it's expected that they will come to long-term deals for the both of them. Falcons and Eagles swap 4th and 6th round picks, with Atlanta also acquiring safety Sidney Brown. So picks 114 and 197 go to Philadelphia in exchange for 122, 215, and the aforementioned Sidney Brown. Vikings added offensive tackle Ryan Van DeMark on Friday. He was a restricted free agent after spending most of his career with the Bills, who tendered him at the lowest level. So that means the Bills had the right of first refusal on a 1-year, $4.2 million fully guaranteed offer sheet, but they sent word they would decline. They will not receive compensation. And I wonder if you guys saw this, because we mentioned NFL Draft. I'm going to have the Couchcast and everything. You see what the city of Pittsburgh is doing?
No.
Pittsburgh Public Schools District notified staff and families that they will operate remotely from April 22nd to April 24th as the city prepares for and hosts the NFL
Kids
Draft.
are not going to school for 3 days?
They will do remote learning.
school.
Oh, my God.
The city is anticipating up to 700,000 visitors and travel disruptions around the region. So the schools district determined that it would be less disruptive to students to transition to teaching and learning.
Wow.
We thought it was a big deal when the NFL took down the NBA on Christmas Day. Now they took down
They're
school.
taking down
They took
public
down a
schools.
full city, a school system.
That's
How many,
something.
Dave,
That's
how many,
impressive.
How many pancakes is your place going to sell
Oh,
during the
my
draft?
God. You're not going to be able to get in there.
You're not going to get in there.
You know there's like 4 or 5 of those throughout
I know.
Pittsburgh.
I know.
They're all going to be jam-packed.
Because they're delicious.
Yeah. They are delicious.
I'm not like RJ's pancake place.
RJ's place. RJ, where you go to get, it felt like it was pancakes that tasted like feet at RJ's place.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know what feet taste like.
Hey. And on that note, that is the league, and we've gone around it.
That was funny, RJ.
You ever suck a toe, RJ?
Nope. Not my thing. I mean,
I feel like
He's
Raymond
not
might have
gonna
sucked.
tell you if he.
I think Raymond
No,
might
I-
have sucked a toe.
Okay, we're not discussing
I
this.
promise.
See,
We're
Raymond
not
has.
discussing these things.
I think Ray gets
Ray,
caught up in the
you
moment.
have, haven't you?
Again, this is
Yes.
this is,
Yeah,
this is not up for discussion.
the audible, silence is
Maybe it was a pancake.
deafening.
Oh.
I can't tell you about the comparison between them and pancakes and feet now. I don't know about all that, but
Ray, you suck at raw? Do you like put some anything on it?
goodness gracious.
Was he gonna put mayonnaise on it?
You're gonna put hot
I don't know.
sauce? Like what?
No,
what
like
are you
something
doing?
Soy
sweet.
sauce? What was he gonna put on it?
Something
You
sweet. I don't know.
sicko.
If he's in like whipped cream stuff, I don't know. There's people with the food stuff. I don't know. If it's like a little whipped cream or something.
Like a gherkin?
No.
That would be. That's
I'm making a full meal out of it.
What is wrong with you?
Put mayonnaise on
Let me wrap your foot in corned beef and mustard. Yeah, I like carrots.
Put some relish on it. Yeah.
No.
Well, keep going.
It's not a hot
Keep-
dog.
keep
It's a
going.
toe.
I love vegetables. I like fruit as well.
Want a meat stick? Ray, I didn't think you were in the toe side. Look at you, Ray.
It's very obvious.
Yeah,
this is
I
the
haven't,
thing.
I haven't said any of this.
Right.
I don't know
But
what, I don't know
by,
what you,
by not denying, you're accepting that you love the toe. It's fine.
no,
It's great.
because denial would be the same.
No, RJ came out immediate denial, and we left it alone.
Yeah,
we
I don't
believe
think that. I don't think that RJ's ever sucked on a toe. You,
No.
I believe, have done it
That's right.
and like it.
These are not things that we dive into. These are not things that have, these are not
So-
things that have
sounds
happened.
like you're
Things
big
that
into
we
that.
dive into.
That's fine. Nobody's judging you. We're
No,
all friends
you're
here.
You put mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise, gherkin. This guy.
Miracle Whip.
Oh man.
All right, let's take a break. Let's do a little baseball. We got to do the Knicks and back to the college basketball. 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here's our dear friend, the great Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Hey, guys. LaGuardia Airport remains closed until 2 this afternoon after last night's accident involving that Air Canada plane that struck the Port Authority vehicle. Again, LaGuardia closed until 2 this afternoon. Watch for delays. Inbound George Washington Bridge, 90 minutes. Problem is lower level ramp to the Harlem River Drive. It's an accident investigation. Lincoln, 1 hour. Holland, 75 minutes. Morris and Essex line of New Jersey Transit, a 20-minute delay. Van Wyck south of College Point Boulevard. It's a crash. Sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang. Duke's Mayo. That's some good mayo. Duke's Mayo's the one with the catchy yellow lid. The full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in stores today. It's got twang. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
50 years from now, will jeans be wide or skinny? Will email still exist? Will guac still be extra? One thing is certain. If you won the new Millionaire for Life from the New Jersey Lottery today, you'd still be getting $1 million every year for life. That's enough money to say, bring it on, the future. I will have that guacamole at any price.
Play the new Millionaire for Life today. Anything can happen in Jersey. Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Attention New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios Home Internet for an incredible $20 a month guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, mobile and home discount enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios-based monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Let me say this. If you're an experienced superintendent in Jersey and you know you're better than the situation that you're in, Tricon Construction wants to talk. They're building serious multifamily, medical, and industrial projects across the state, and they're looking for leaders, not babysitters, real projects, real support, real backing from ownership. If you're ready to step into something bigger, go to triconbuilds.com/careers. That's triconbuilds.com/careers. And yes, it's confidential.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering 25% off windows and doors or 0% APR for 72 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends March 31st, 2026.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So I didn't even think there's not a lot to get into with the Knicks last night, right? Washington is an abomination. They're terrible to watch.
Right, but Washington is bad now. They're bad now. Trae Young thinks they'll be better.
Well, they may be better at some point.
Don't sleep on Washington.
They are brutal. Did you see what the spread was going into that game?
I did not.
What would you think it would be?
High.
Like I don't think I've ever seen an NBA spread that high. Guess what it was?
18.
RJ, did you see the spread going into that game?
I did not.
What do you think?
Never seen a spread that high. 21.
22. 22-point spread between 2 NBA teams?
Yeah, it's a problem.
That's unheard of. Watching some of these teams around the NBA is brutal.
No, I think we all have the same thought. Let's get to the postseason, please.
Yes. That being said, when you start to look forward to the postseason, Minnesota did the Knicks a little favor last night. They beat the Celtics in Boston, and it's getting a little tenuous there in this Eastern Conference for the 2 seed.
It is getting tenuous. I would love the 2 seed.
It matters a lot.
I think it does, yeah. I don't know how it couldn't. You're a better team at home.
It matters a ton. So right now, half a game difference, Knicks and Celtics.
That's right.
Now, Alan joined us on Friday, and he said he thinks the Celtics are going to catch the Pistons. I think that's crazy.
Well, that's how he feels about Cade Cunningham and what he means to that team. I'd have to look at both schedules, but
no. But Detroit has 19 losses. Boston has 24.
Listen. I know when he said it, I was like, "Wow, oh, okay," but
no, that's not going to happen. But I think it's realistic to start to think the Knicks have a real chance to catch Boston, and it genuinely matters. I think it matters a ton because I think Boston is right there with the Knicks. They might even be better than the Knicks.
I think that's probably the team in the East you're most scared of. And I would rather play, if it goes Game 7 at home, than I would on the road.
Obviously, right? And the Knicks are a terrific, terrific home team right now.
They are. They are much better at home than they are on the road.
Right. So it's right there. Now, mind you, Cleveland is right there also. But the Knicks' schedule, have you seen the schedule they have coming up?
They just got to take care of business. It's not a hard schedule.
It's very forgiving.
It is very forgiving if you show up, the way that you should show up, and you need to show up.
So next, I guess Charlotte's not a layup anymore, huh?
No.
So you're home against New Orleans tomorrow is a game you should absolutely win. Then you're at Charlotte, which is not easy. Then you're at OKC and at Houston, which are tough games. And then it gets easier. At Memphis, home to Chicago, at Atlanta, and then a huge game home against Boston, home Toronto, home Charlotte. So you finish 4 out of your final 5 games are home. The one road game is at Atlanta. But Boston is in the mix there on Thursday, April the 9th.
Right. Just take care of your business.
Right. But I need that 2 seed.
I think the 2 seed would be huge. I don't think there's any arguing that. Even the Knicks fan, that doesn't matter. It's everything is great. This version of Boston now with Tatum back, I would much prefer to have those games at home than on the road.
Right. Of course you would. And Detroit's going to get the 1. The 2's up for grabs. The 3, you know what the absolute perfect scenario would be? Right now, you never know what happens eventually, but right now is if somehow Boston would lose some games and fall to the 4. The Knicks get the 2, Cleveland gets the 3. That's the dream.
Yeah, that's the dream. I don't know if that's happening.
That's not going to happen.
I'm looking at Boston's schedule right now, and it's not.
What do you got for Boston's schedule?
Boston's next game is Wednesday at home versus Oklahoma City.
All right, so that's certainly not a gimme.
Okay, but then they have Atlanta at home, at Charlotte.
Oh, we just discussed that's not a gimme.
Right, at Atlanta.
Okay.
At Miami.
Uh-huh.
At Milwaukee, host Toronto, Charlotte, at New York, New Orleans, Orlando, at home.
So they end not too difficult also.
So, it's not daunting.
It's good. I know it's going to come down to that Knicks game. That's going to be the game. That is going to be.
Atlanta's been playing good basketball also. So
very good basketball.
Atlanta's not a layup either.
No, but that's going to be the game. We talk about get me to the postseason. All I want is late April, get me into May and June and postseason and matchups and everything. That game on April the 9th, that's a playoff game. You need to win that game if you're the Knicks. You do.
Yes. I don't think it's definitively you need to win that game. I think it depends. Yes, you'd like to win that game. Correct.
You don't win that game, and right now you're a half game behind them. You lose that game. Now it's there's not that many games left. That's going to be a
right. But
massive swing game.
That's the third to last. Who knows what happens? We still
listen,
there's some time.
4 games ahead.
Yes, but it feels like it.
But realistically, it's going to be
both teams hold
right
serve,
there.
Right. If both teams hold serve, you sit there a half game back hosting the Celtics. Yes, you have
or half game up. Right. Like one way or the other. If you're right there, you're tied. You're a game difference. That will be a massive, massive game.
Massive game. It's going to be a big game regardless just because of how close you are to the playoffs.
And Ray, you may know this. I know the Knicks lost that one game in Boston. What's the season series look like?
It's 2-1 Knicks.
All right, so you win that game and you win any tiebreaker you have with Boston.
All the Knicks have to do is hold serve, honestly. They're ahead in the division record. They're ahead in the head-to-head matchup, and it's a half-game difference right now. Just hold serve.
They
got the number 2.
They need to win that game. That's going to be a big, big basketball game. It'll be a good taste of a little playoff action in early April, too.
Right, but I mean, there have been plenty of times. I would say more importantly, it could be the difference between the 2 or the 3, which is more important than.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
No, I know, but you keep saying the playoff feel. We've had those. I feel like this team has had those opportunities, and it isn't necessarily something that they like.
Right.
Take
But what I mean
seriously.
by that is there's actually something at stake.
Yes,
Rather
I
than,
think that's
hey,
the
you're
most
playing
important.
Detroit, they're going to get the one. It doesn't really matter. There's actually something on the line. Where if you lose that game, there's an actual consequence, which we haven't had with the games that we consider to be big games this season.
Right. But it also feels like. It also feels to me, just listening to all the players talking and everything else after some of these games, in that they're starting to finally wrap their heads around, okay, now this is the time. Right? Like it's the proverbial let's flip the switch.
Yeah,
like,
you see the finish line. Let's get going now.
Let's make sure that we're really dialed in headed into the postseason because we
All right,
recognize
let's
how
go.
high these expectations are.
I'm excited for it. I mean, what is it? We say April 8th. That's going to be some time, huh? So the 18th or 19th, the NBA postseason starts. The draft is April 23rd. Baseball is going to be fully ensconced here.
Yep.
That's going to be very busy.
Yeah, I mean, this is because you hate February, right? We get you right out of February into March, and now April we're rolling.
Yeah. I mean,
Got a little March
baseball's in 2 days.
It's Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, Yankees Wednesday night on Netflix.
By the way, Orlovsky says that Ty Simpson is the best quarterback.
I saw they did a segment before I get up. Who's I obviously couldn't hear it. Who's the best quarterback in this, or is Ty Simpson the best quarterback in this draft?
I think he believes that Ty Simpson is the best quarterback in the draft, yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well. Let's go to Everyday Edgar. Edgar, you're on ESPN New York.
Let me just say you are the savant. I pushed Tennessee through and Alabama through because you're like, those upsets ain't going to happen. There's one we talked about. And my Sweet 16 is clean except for Florida. Thank you very much, bro.
I'm here
Thank
to
you.
help you, Edgar. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. All right. And can I get a little scream from the whole room right now? I need this. We want the 2 seed. We want the 2 seed. We're going to get it. Be confident with this team. We're going to get the 2 seed. So that crazy they set up a 50-foot shot for the win against the Nets. Don't worry about that. We're going to get the 2 seed. Have confidence. We're going to do it, everybody.
We want it.
I'm sick of that. We're going to do it. We're going to get the 2 seed.
Good. Let's
go.
take care
Let's
of
go.
business.
Confidence. Let's go, Knicks.
I mean, we're totally into the Knicks. We
right,
love
listen.
the Knicks.
Okay, here's the thing, though, and maybe this is not fair to this Knicks team just because the expectations are so high. But if you look at what their season has been, great start, rough patch. Was it 11-game rough patch?
Yeah, they were 2-9, right?
Right, and now, I mean, recently, what is it? John said to us, the last 29 games are 22-7.
Yeah, they're playing good basketball.
So
the shame of it is that you had that rough patch.
Well,
if you went 5-4 over that 9-game stretch, you'd be right there. I mean, and now Cade Cunningham is out. You'd be right there to get that 1 seed.
Right, and I don't necessarily know if it's the rough patch specifically. I mean, standing wise, that obviously hurts you. I just think it's been more the reaction to some of the losses against teams like Detroit. Right, that
just the way it looks, right?
Yes.
Like if the Knicks were going toe-to-toe with Detroit, I think you'd be like, all right, let's see them in the postseason and let's go to battle. But you're getting run out of the building against Detroit.
Right, but I think that most people's argument for that was the same thing happened last year with the Celtics.
That's a dangerous game to play, my friend.
Okay, but here's the beauty of it. We're going to find out.
That's right.
Right? So I'm going to see when Cade Cunningham comes back.
It concerns me. People say, oh, it's no big deal because we got beaten up by the Celtics and then went to the postseason and had our way with them. But I just think that's very dangerous to do. Very slippery slope.
Well, not to mention the fact that, I mean, we'll see how this whole thing, we're sitting there talking about the 2 seed as opposed to the 3 seed, which would be great because you'd have home court against the Celtics. But that's also now, I mean, it's the Celtics in the second round. Right? So, I mean, depending on how long it takes to get through the first, now I got the Celtics in the second round. I mean, that's going to be, I would imagine, a tough, grinded out, hard-fought series. And now I got to see potentially Detroit in that matchup in the
This
Eastern Conference
idea
Finals.
that it would be like, okay, you just waltz your way to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think that ship has sailed.
Oh, you're going to have your hands full, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a slog to just get back to where you got to last year. Let's quickly, before we break, go to Shooter in Stamford. Shooter, wants to talk about our pickleball acumen. Good morning, Shooter. How are you?
Good morning, boys. Good morning, company. Yeah, pickleball. Nice job, Rick. That play where you fell up, that was impressive. Only a professional athlete is doing that. I would have probably torn my rotator cuff trying to hit the ball from the floor.
He can barely move
Well done.
today, by the way, Shooter.
And he was hurt. Yeah, I know. Rick's amazing. I don't want to blow his head up anymore.
I don't know about that.
Dave,
Rick, he is a
nice job as well.
Can we take a moment to just really praise Rick the way he deserves, Shooter?
No. We don't want to do that. We don't. He knows he's the man already. He knows. Okay, let's talk about you now and your fantastic hair. You're not ugly, Dave. You're a good-looking guy to begin with.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if you guys know this, but you could be 60 years old. If you're a guy with flowing locks, you're unstoppable. It's true. You could be an ugly guy. You're unstoppable. So,
and I have a full head of hair at 53.
I know. You're just let it grow, man. You're going to do great things. Great things, Dave.
Well, he doesn't want to. He's married to Sherry. He doesn't need to do great things.
Yeah, I've already won. And thanks
right,
for
he
the call,
doesn't need
Shooter.
to grow his hair out.
I've already won.
Wait,
he's not looking for a side piece.
What else did you want to say?
One more thing about the Knicks. I went to the game the other day, and I'm 100% with Antetokounmpo now. Cat does not look good at all. He's shooting threes. He's a softie. He goes inside, he gets stuffed by a backup center.
It's the best he's
not
looked.
a good player.
The hell are you talking about?
He hasn't looked better the entire season than he looks right now.
It doesn't matter. He's not a good player. Brunson was out. Mikal Bridges could have stepped up. Josh Hart was the scorer. It's not a good thing right now. Could we make a playoff run? Maybe. But this isn't the chemistry's not there with these guys. So we need to move on. Hey, love you guys. Way to go. Keep pickleball. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Shooter. Ray, you all right? What's the matter?
This is the nonsense I'm talking about. Like, people love to complain around here. My God.
Of all the times, like if there's been opportunities this season.
I haven't said one negative thing about Towns in weeks.
No, but I'm saying like there have been opportunities too, right? Like there have been. You've had your chance,
right?
To tell, like, to call in and say, Cat saw and these, like, all these different things about Cat. Now is not the time to be doing that.
He's playing at a very high level right now. I agree.
He had 26 and 60. Like that. Now is not the time to be doing this. We dominated them in the paint last night.
Well, he was at the game the other day, and he doesn't like what Cat is providing for the Knicks. So take it for what it's worth. All right, let's break. Come back. A little baseball, because we are 2 days away from the start of the season. More college basketball on the way. Haven't gotten into the I guess bracket busting Florida loss yesterday to Iowa, which got a little chippy as well. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Time to bench those other job sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build your championship roster. What's the advantage? Well, with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast. But you also get the MVP for your team. Plus, ZipRecruiter doesn't make candidates wait to take the shot. It passes the ball right to them. Building your team or scouting fresh talent? ZipRecruiter runs the full court with powerful technology that immediately gets your job in front of the right players. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. And why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster, smarter, and more efficient from post to hire before the competition can even cross half court. It's a slam dunk with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
ESPN is now the home of MLB.tv. If you have the ESPN Unlimited plan, you'll get a $15 discount on the 2026 seasonal MLB.tv package. And if you don't, no problem. When you sign up for MLB.tv, you'll receive a 1-month free trial of ESPN Unlimited. Cancel anytime without losing your MLB.tv access. Get in on the action at stream.espn.com/MLBTV.
ESPN Unlimited auto renews at $29.99 per month after free trial unless canceled. Blackouts and other terms apply.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Oh, no. Wait a moment. Now look what's happened, RJ. All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. You need me to do something? Yeah, this camera doesn't look good. I got to adjust this camera.
What are you doing? How is it possible? It's an iPad now. I don't understand how it's possible.
Well, because it's in a holder.
This is fantastic.
What did you do to the holder, though?
RJ said it was syncing, so I had to adjust it. I adjusted it, and now it's not great. I got to adjust it a little more. Well, don't put the shot on me only.
Nope. One shot. You.
Can we get a banner back there or something?
The comp between the two shots, man.
Can I ask a question, too?
Rick's got so much.
RJ, you went to school for this, right? So you understand all the...
That's better now. Now it looks good.
Right. Look, I don't know if good is the word I would use. What exactly... You see the size of that room. Does the little square of soundproofing do in the room?
You know, I've always thought that.
You know what I mean?
Going to be the one to bring it up.
And you know what? This is the Saved by the Bell conversation.
How so?
Because it shows the, I don't know if ignoramus is the right word.
We know what it does. We're saying the
professional
effectiveness.
Okay. If I was in here without the soundproofing, it would sound all echoey and tinny and awful. And it may not look great with you obnoxious people, but it sounds phenomenal in here.
If you're going to go through the trouble of soundproofing the room, like you would think that
the whole room.
Yeah.
So that's not how it works.
It looks like you're in a run. Like
so you guys don't understand. This is my point. If you put too much on the walls, it ruins the sound. They put it around the room, like little snippets here. Behind the camera, there's a wall of stuff. Up in the corner, they put only a little bit to absorb the sound.
I'd ask you to turn the camera around and
no,
show
I'll
us,
never get it back to where it is now.
Exactly. Yeah, you will never get the shot back if you do. So just leave it alone.
In that sentiment, you guys just basically said, "Hey, we don't know what the hell's going on."
No,
we're gonna make just nonsensical, erroneous statements.
It feels like you're not at your house. You found like some rundown.
No, here's the problem.
You can't sit there and say that looks good behind you.
Okay, you do understand that when this was devised, that the video portion of anything was a pipe dream at that time.
We know.
Right? Years ago.
We know.
Okay, so I wasn't concerned about how it was going to look behind me 7 years ago when I installed all this stuff, or even longer.
Here's the real problem, and Rick, you stepped away, so you missed this. Dave was chastised by John for asking a bad question.
I don't think I asked a bad question.
What question did he ask?
Well, I wouldn't get into the
I'm not going to get into the question,
RJ.
But it was something that we were all updated on Friday.
On Thursday.
I believe Friday.
On Thursday.
Okay. But Dave wanted another update, and John
I just said, do we have any update with this? He's like, no.
Listen, but I think you carried that from the break. into the segment, and then
I carried nothing.
You were moving the camera.
You threw me where you're like, camera's sinking, camera's sinking.
That didn't mean to move it like a monster movie.
Well, what do you think I was going to do? Camera's sinking. I had to move it.
Don't to stick your face into the camera.
Listen, I have things to do. All right?
What do you
I
have
don't
to
have
do?
helpers. I don't have fancy masks and books of, God knows what, and awards all behind me.
No.
Why not?
Why? Exactly right.
I don't have that kind of stuff.
We didn't just
I don't have that
get
kind of
on-
money.
We didn't just get on YouTube.
You have random sponginess.
Right. None of this cost me money. This is all stuff I had.
Well, what do you want me to put back there? Playboys?
No, you got giant stuff. Put something.
That'd be great,
Is
actually.
that the only thing you read?
Is that the only thing you save?
You can put that Gary Myers book you haven't touched.
Yeah, right. Get Coach K book that you haven't read. All the stuff.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna start to put stuff. I'm gonna get a bookcase. I'm gonna put it all back there. What are you laughing about?
It's going to be like a dictionary, a
You're
Playboy.
gonna get a bookcase.
A bookcase. I'm gonna get nudie magazines.
I'll put it all back there.
Put it all.
You guys, how come the whole wall's not filled up? I mean, anybody in the soundproofing industry, they just crashed their car with that commentary.
I think you're doing great.
You don't believe that. You thought
It
I was
looks
going
like
to
you're
pass away the other day at pickleball.
Oh, boy.
Who thought you were going to pass away?
RJ, he's like, you don't look well.
You said you were going to vomit.
We're
I
sure
thought I was
gonna
going to
throw
vomit.
up.
In the first game, I was like, I think I'm going to vomit.
Listen, I mean, the Michael Jordan of pickleball was standing by. I don't know if we needed him.
I used them. We both used them.
We
I
both
got his
used
phone.
them.
I got his phone number.
You, of course you did. You can't
Exchanged
lose with that guy.
I exchanged digits. Yeah, I want to just practice with him.
You can't lose with that guy.
Dude, he said he was giving us 10%. That's it.
There's no way. That was not 10%.
Dude.
I
we
think
gotta
he was
watch him
giving
play.
us 50% of what he's capable
No,
of.
we got to watch him play a pro. I need to see him play like another really good player.
You can't hit the ball past him.
No, you cannot.
I was sitting there like a parent. I was like, RJ, watch this. I was like, watch this. He's like, I can't believe this.
And the beauty is that he doesn't look like he's expending any effort or
He's an
energy.
assassin.
And then he's a smiling assassin.
Yes.
And then at the same time, he is slowly picking the opponent apart to where they eventually just pop one up, and then you get to look like a hero because you smash it.
Right. He's like a grand chess master is what he is.
So good.
He's phenomenal. I did want to get into the Mets and the Yankees, but now we don't have a lot of time. We got to get back to the college basketball. Is your bracket busted with Florida?
I don't even know.
How could you not know?
Because I didn't have it written down. I did it on the computer and then put it in there. I don't know how to. I would have to look. I think I had Florida.
Yeah. If you're in the pool, I had to let you know.
I didn't want to be in your pool.
No, we didn't really want you, to be honest. I invited you out of kindness.
See, well, okay. Now, this makes me never want to be in it again.
Why?
Why can't you at least pretend that you're not?
You said you didn't want to be in the pool. How am I supposed to react?
That's because you half-assed the pool.
I didn't
Because
half-ass anything.
RJ believes that. RJ didn't want to be
No,
in
he
the pool
doesn't.
either.
No, he doesn't.
RJ, tell him, please. Tell him how disgusting.
I
He's
didn't
going to roast
half-ass
you on
anything.
Friday.
I would like some commentary.
I fully asked the whole thing.
I would like some commentary. We have a few days here to catch our breath. I think
No.
Sweet 16 commentary.
No.
Well, then you did then.
It's
I
lazy.
did not.
You are lazy.
My original email said you will not be getting commentary this year. So you signed
over deliver.
But then you backtracked on
Over
that, didn't
deliver.
you?
I didn't backtrack on anything.
Under promise, over deliver.
Mm-mm.
You are lazy, is
Nope.
what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. You're lazy.
Nope, I'm not lazy.
And we're all disgusted
You
by
know,
it.
you're too focused on the sponginess behind you. I need more
Right.
commentary, less spongy.
That's
Maybe I'll
exactly
fill
right.
up the wall with sponges. I'll go to the ocean, get some sponge.
It looks like you're squatting in somebody's studio that they used to use. Like you found
don't
an
know. You
abandoned.
just-
You found like
it's-
you found an abandoned studio, and now you're working there.
No, it sounds great in here. May not
And
look
you-
good, but it sounds phenomenal.
And you have
it's
a random,
soundproofed.
And you have a random couch to your left.
Well, we had to put stuff in to absorb sound. You don't understand how sound
It's like,
works.
hey, honey, someone's throwing a couch away. Let's throw it in the basement.
So we moved in here on like a Thursday night. On Friday morning, I had to do a national show with Mike Golick Jr. I set up all my equipment, and I start to talk, and it sounds horrendous. And I'm like, Sherry, this is awful. I can't do the show like this tomorrow. It sounds terrible. So she's like, let's start, because she understands things more than I do. Let's start just putting stuff in here. Like, what do you mean stuff? So we started putting, tables and carpet and pictures and the couch and all sorts of stuff, and it absorbs the sound. And that's before we had the professionals come in and do all the soundproofing.
You paid professionals for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not about the physical appearance.
Say what you want to say.
But at the moment, it is though.
But That moment was 9 years ago when we moved into the house.
Right, but you act like we just got on YouTube. Can we take the functionality of the
What do you want? What do you want?
Squishiness and add something to the room?
I will add. I mean,
let's get banners. You want to get a banner made?
I'm going to get a banner.
Let's get a DiPietro Rothenberg banner. That'd be nice.
I'm going to get a big, beautiful banner. And I'm going to put it right behind me.
That'd be great.
So you can see it.
And with
some cleavage.
Yeah, but then I would put 65 or sooner on there. There's like fun things.
We could do anything we want.
Yeah. Like this didn't seem to be a problem with your other your other little podcast thing you were doing.
Yeah.
You had all sorts of stuff.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the person running point on that.
Right. Let's get those people
I had a team
involved.
behind me. If I had a team behind me here at ESPN, we would have stuff all behind me.
So now it's John's fault.
Well, the shoe fits. Raymond will suckle right at that toe.
You see the picture I sent you, Ray?
Yeah. Ray, I don't
you're
think
a sick man.
Ray seemed too pleased with it.
You're a sick man.
That's troubling.
Let's break, come back. Let's get into the baseball. The Mets, the Talkman injury kind of sucks because he was doing well. He was going to make the team. Manaea, the Yankees, Dominguez. So we'll get into the baseball, back to the basketball. 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Score up to a $50 bonus bet daily during March matchups with BetMGM's free-to-play fast break game. Log in to BetMGM, play as the point guard, and choose to pass or go for a dunk. If you score, you'll win either a $50 bonus bet or boost token. The ball is always in your court with BetMGM, where you can take advantage of special offers and earn rewards points on every bet. Make a fast break during March matchups by playing as the point guard for your daily shot at a $50 bonus bet or boost token. BetMGM.com is where you can find full prize details and terms. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. All rewards expire in 24 hours.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Tricon Construction is expanding across New Jersey, taking on larger, more complex commercial projects and delivering at a big league level. If you're a developer who values precision, accountability, and execution, you need a construction partner who understands what's at stake, timelines, capital, reputation. That's Tricon. They're building the right way with experienced leadership, disciplined project management, and a team that shows up ready. Serious projects, serious results. Visit TriconBuilds.com, TriconBuilds.com.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
It's tournament time when the most talented teams survive and advance. And whether you're cutting down the nets or cutting through resumes, one thing's clear. The best teams are built with the best people. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. Their smart matching technology finds qualified candidates fast. You can add screening questions to get the right applicants and even filter to see who's recently active. Score the best for your team with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
This is going to be Darling. He's got to go. Darling puts it up.
So happy for the fellas. We're taking another step now, so it's just awesome.
He is now taking 4 different teams to Sweet 16s.
He's amazing.
It's just starting. The fun's just starting.
Everybody stepped up. Just happy to keep this thing rolling.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Did you see that little fade in on the YouTube?
I did see it.
That was very well done.
Yeah.
RJ, was that you?
I mean, it could have been.
It was, wasn't it?
RJ has no idea what's going on with the cameras. He has no idea. We lost control of one last week when Gross was in here. It was just moving by itself.
That was a fun time. That was something, yeah.
And Gross got up and tried to adjust it, right?
Yeah, hand adjust it, yeah.
We actually lost sight of him. He actually disappeared.
Where did you go?
Right.
Well, anyway, I love that little fade in. So we have to get to the college basketball and the Mets and the Yankees a little bit as well. So let's move quickly here. What St. John's did yesterday was massive for New York City college basketball, massive at the program, sets up a great matchup against Duke. And, I mean, this is a long time coming. I mean, St. John's, when I was a kid, was a power, right? They went to the Final Four in 85. They were a national power. They had Mullen, they had Berry, they had Jackson. They had, a million guys that you could name. And they've been bad for quite some time. They were decent under Mike Jarvis. They had Fran Fraschilla, but they haven't made this point of the tournament in 27 years, and they did it in iconic fashion with that great setup, great play, great score at the buzzer yesterday by Darling.
A couple things, though.
Yeah.
Think about how different this conversation would be today if that went the other way.
If they lost that game?
If he doesn't make that shot, they go into overtime and they lose.
It would be catastrophic.
Right. Second part of this is,
but that's the difference in sports, right? You make the shot, and it's heroic. You miss the shot, now you're the laughing stock.
Well, right, but we kind of even joked about it. My favorite part of that whole thing was kind of like it's the win, obviously, and it's the last second shot, but it's almost like the idea that you're sitting there in the biggest moment trying to figure out, hey, what do we do here to try to get this win, and how important this win is. We get to the Sweet 16, we've taken that step forward. And it's like, I got a kid on the bench that hasn't made a shot all game that's trying to call a play for himself. And in that moment, Rick Pitino says to himself, that's a good play. And then he's like, Bells
hasn't scored today.
He hasn't scored. And the kid, to his credit, calls his own number, goes in, finishes it with his offhand, and they win. Now they're moving on, which is exactly to my second point, why you bring in Rick Pitino.
And that's exactly why everyone is so in love with this tournament, right? Because
yes.
Look what it just provided you. As great as the NBA is, and it's great, it's best of 7. You win that game, and it's like, all right, now I'm up 1-0, and I go like that. That is define. It's a defining moment. It's one of those forever moments that you got to see yesterday.
Well, right. I mean, you're getting essentially a Game 7 every game,
which is why it's so fun.
Which is why it's awesome, and why you have such passion, and then why you see the kids that goes to these, the kids that go to these schools that take so much pride in where they go and how excited they get for this time of year. And just, it's an exciting, fun time. And I also think that because of where we're at with the transfer portal and NIL and everything else, is that you're not necessarily seeing as many upsets as you normally would see. So you're still going to get Because we all pretend like we love these Cinderella stories and these upsets, so we get later on in the tournament. It's like, I don't want to watch this team get killed.
100% right. Like, Siena beating Duke would have been unbelievable, right?
Right.
But Siena beating Duke means that now Siena goes to the second round against TCU. Am I at a bar mitzvah? Am I glued to that game?
No, of course not. No, of course not. So you love all the drama, but at the end of the day, you still want to see the best teams play.
I mean, you want the Michigans, and they're still alive. You want the Michigan States. You want the Dukes. That's what you want. You want the St. John's of the world. You want the biggest, baddest, Arizonas. You want the Blue Bloods is what you want.
And if Florida decided to play defense late in that game, I mean, maybe you would have had, or get a shot off at the end, maybe you get Florida.
Well, so, okay, what do you do? If you're Florida, you're Todd Golden, what are you doing? You're up by 2. Wouldn't you think that your mindset would be, whatever we do, we can't allow a 3. And if they hit a 2, we came back from a real deficit. It goes to overtime. We're the better basketball team. We'll find a way to win. You press them that they can have a 3-on-2 coming down and set up a guy for a wide open 3 in the corner. What kind of defense is that?
Great question. And that wasn't just a 3. It was a wide open 3.
Wide open 3.
Wide open 3.
Like if you wanted to script what not to do, that would have been it.
Right. Like, that would be one of those ones like, hey, like, this is what happens. This is the negative thing that can happen if we do this. Let's avoid this.
Right. Like, I remember as they were getting ready for the possession, saying to myself, whatever you do if you're Florida. Now, I didn't pick Florida to go to the Final Four. I picked Houston, so it works out for me. But I remember saying, like, whatever you do, you don't allow an open 3.
Right.
And they allowed a wide open 3.
Yeah, I don't know what was called. I don't know what the defense was supposed to be. I don't know if that was lack of execution or whatever it is. We were talking about this with St. John's, and when Kansas decided to use those fouls, and did they leave too much time? Yeah, I mean, in retrospect, yeah, they left too much time, but it's also like it's a pressure-packed situation. Game is tied. We know we need to foul. The last thing we want to do is, this guy ends up, we're trying to save that extra second. Guy squares up. And I foul him as he's hoisting up a 3 or something stupid. Now he gets free throws. Like, it's just
right. It's a dangerous game, but I don't know how you feel about this. I'm always of the mindset. Up 3, closing seconds, I'm fouling.
Always. Oh, you saw it in the Penn Yale game.
Oh, that was absolutely brutal.
That's hard. I mean, they rip your heart out kind of stuff.
Well, I just think it's dumb. Like, play the percentages. The percentages are that if you foul them in that situation, you're going to win that game. And I had no issue whatsoever with Kansas fouling. 4 fouls. I thought they did it a little bit quickly, but even so, St. John's had 3.9 seconds left.
That's right.
You let him get right to the basket.
Right, and a guy that didn't make a shot all game. So I don't know, man. It's just I just know in those moments, especially those big time moments, like what you say, like whatever's being drawn up or whatever you tell somebody is a whole hell of a lot harder when you're actually out there trying to execute it. I mean, that's really when you got to hope that all the things that we've practiced during the entire season, like the habits that we've built, that's when those things are the most important.
Right. And now you look forward, and we'll have time to discuss it and dissect it as we move on later in the week. But, I mean, St. John's and Duke, I don't think you could script a much better Sweet 16 matchup.
To your point, right, that whole Siena thing, people are like, hey, Siena's going to beat Duke, and everyone's excited. Oh, this will be great. And then you're like, no. Like, that's not what you really want. That's a great story for a minute for Siena, but I want to see.
When UMBC beat Virginia, like in the moment, that's great. But do you really want to see them go on to the Final Four? George Mason went to the Final Four. I was there. Nobody cared. I love the upset. Don't get me wrong. But George Mason against UCLA, the game was horrendous.
Well, here's the thing, okay, is that a lot of people that are paying attention to March Madness aren't diehard college basketball fans. They are people that are most concerned about their bracket. And the reality for most people's brackets is it's going to get busted. So now how do we keep people interested in the sport still once your bracket is busted?
Right, but you're right. And
I want to see good teams. Yeah, but I want to by that time it's not going to be like, hey, if I'm just a casual basketball fan and I got this team and that is on paper not even close to this other team and going to get smashed. Am I really paying attention to it?
No. I mean, if Siena went to the Elite Eight, I'd watch it. I'm into it. I love it. It's a somewhat local story. Is that going to move the needle for the country? No, it's not. St. Peter's went to the Elite Eight. They got smashed by North Carolina, and nobody cared.
Right. But are there people that are just casual basketball fans that, again, go into hey, this is something that everyone's going to be paying attention to it. We don't want to miss out on, what people are watching. Like, there's a better chance that Duke St. John's is giving you that.
Duke St. John's is definitely giving you that. Now,
Right.
if you're a St. John's fan, you'd probably rather see Siena because it'd be a much easier matchup.
Right.
But no, Duke St. John's that's the matchup. You got Michigan State, UConn, and before that, you got Duke St. John's. I mean, how great is that night in Washington D.C. on Friday?
It's great. I mean, is it worth $700 for you to go watch it? Probably not.
We're not going to go because then it would be. I'm going to have to go with Sherry. It'd be $1,400, and that's a lot of money.
It'd be nice if you and Sherry went on a little date night.
I would love a date night, but not at the expense of $1,400.
Why? You could essentially feed her a hot dog. I mean, there's so many things. You'd be so nice.
I could boil up some hot dogs here, and we could eat those. I just spent $1,400 to essentially feed her hot dogs.
Yeah, but it's not the same. You're not in the middle of it. You're not in the mix.
So you want me to be sitting in like section 311 and essentially like dropping hot dogs into her mouth? Is what you want?
I don't think dropping would be how I described it. I think you just kind of lean over with the
with a wiener and just here.
Yeah, however you got it dressed up. I don't know if she's a mustard relish kind of gal or whatever she is.
Right. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah. If you told me the tickets were $300,
you can't put a price tag on that.
$1,400 feels like a pretty hefty price tag.
It's a shared experience with your beautiful wife.
Right.
Not that I don't know. Is it worth it? Because I don't think she's that interested in it anyway.
She likes it.
Not $1,400 likes it.
No.
If she's a diehard St. John's fan or a Duke fan, you're going.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But she's not. No, she's not.
Like if that's Carolina, you're going.
I would have to.
Yes. Like Alex is dragging you.
Because I have a maniac on my hands.
Right. Like he's taking your credit card and buying the tickets himself. He'd be like, hey, Dad, look what we just did. We got tickets to the Carolina game. That's what would happen.
$1,400 later. I guess you do get two games, right?
Yeah, it's a good value.
Is it though?
Ish.
Yeah. $1,400 for that seems like a lot.
Hey, maybe you just go to a nice dinner and watch on television.
We could do that.
Yeah.
But how do we go for a nice dinner, being that the game starts at 7:10?
You can go to a place that has it at a nice restaurant.
I don't like to do that.
Why? It's not your team.
Because I can't concentrate the same way. St. John's Duke, I'm going to want to really
then you
dial in.
Stay at your hotel room and boil up some hot dogs, if that's what you want to do. I'm trying to make it an exciting night for you.
How about, can we go out for an early dinner?
Yeah, I guess.
Like a 6 o'clock sushi?
Let's push it. Yeah, now you'll be back. That's
6
all right.
o'clock sushi.
Maybe 6:30 so you don't rush through it.
Well, 6:30 would go the wrong way. You mean 5:30?
5:30, I meant.
Yes. How about 6 o'clock? Go 6:30 so you don't have to rush through it. No, we do 5, but 5:30 is so early.
You're old though. You're 50. You're in your mid-50s.
I'm 53, but I have glorious hair.
Glorious hair, and you're aging like fine wine, according to Shooter. And he also thinks the cat stinks right now, which is again, I don't know how much validity you want to put into Shooter's conversation.
One of the things I take away from the event on Friday was RJ's fascination with my hair. He's like,
I actually thought the same thing.
He goes, it does look good.
Right, because you usually just, it feels like you take a shower and then you kind of just almost mat it down a little bit.
Yeah, mat it down, kind of maybe put a little product in it and go across. This was like lively.
Yeah, I mean, the wind of this in your hair kind of gives it some volume. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. RJ, you agree, right? The hair looked really nice?
I just think there's something there that we're not fully taking advantage of.
Do you feel like you could lead a charge of helping me take advantage?
I could try. I have some thoughts. I think there's some things we could do.
What should I do?
I think we need to take advantage of the volume, like Rick said. Like, there's really something there. I think we need to.
Where is Rick?
It doesn't have to. He disappeared.
We had him, then we lost him.
Now he's gone again.
And we're all over the place.
That's unfortunate.
But
go ahead.
I think.
I mean, Rick is still here. You just can't see him.
No, I know, but visually, I miss him.
How about John Cena?
I can't see him. I think for big events, it's like a pomade situation. We dabble a little, get a little brush.
What pomade? You're going up and over. Or what are you looking for?
Yeah,
you want some spikes?
Not spikes, no.
Maybe we throw a blow dryer through it a little bit.
Yeah,
that takes time.
I think you grow it out a little bit beyond where you would normally get your hair cut, and I think for it's got to be a big event. Maybe it's Couchcast.
Okay,
and
I like this idea.
I think we catch people off guard.
Maybe you get braids.
Yeah.
No, I don't want braids.
Because you wear a hat so often, I don't think people really know what you're working with there. This doesn't have to be something you do every day.
It's untapped potential is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just got to be something you have in your toolbox. I think.
But it's like I'm sitting on a gold mine. I should really take advantage of it.
There's a lot of guys in their, some would say 60s, but I'll say 50s.
I'm 53.
I'll say 50s. that would kill for that hairline and that volume.
Would you say I'm in the top
titties.
10% of great hair for a man mid-50s?
Pretty sure you can't say that.
Why can't I say that?
What are you saying, Dave?
What did he say? I didn't hear it.
Let's leave it alone.
But I missed it.
I think you're better off missing it.
RJ, those things are fun for the whole family.
For
The
God's
Chia
sakes.
Pet?
Sure. Yeah,
I swear you can say that.
I'm not sure.
Jets worked out former Penn State quarterback Drew Aller.
Great.
Nothing?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that would be one of those moves you make later in the draft.
Right.
And, if and when Geno proves that he's not that good or the team isn't winning, then you get a chance to see Drew Aller. At least there's some excitement because it's a young, it's a rookie quarterback.
Yep.
And it's also not costing you one of your premium picks if it doesn't work out.
Right. It's probably, a third-round pick for Drew Aller?
Oh, we don't have a third-round pick, but yeah. Find your way back into
two twos and a 4?
Couple 4s. So you find your way back into the third round somewhere for
maybe
it?
so. Because I don't know that you're going to get – because someone's going to like Aller. I don't like him at all. But someone's going to like him and think that he's going to be a decent NFL quarterback.
Well, you'll probably get good value for what he was supposed to be. And then if you feel like you're a coaching staff that has the ability to – or you have a room that's set up where he can sit and learn, and then at some point you feel like once he shows you he's capable of playing, see what he's got. Because he's got the physical tools.
Oh, he sure does.
So –
But I haven't seen anything that makes me think he's very good.
My fear with taking Ty Simpson at 16 is that regardless of what Dan Orlovsky says, is that I don't fully trust the coaching staff. I don't love the fact that he's only played 15 games. I also recognize that here in New York, when you use a 16 overall is a good pick in the first round.
It's a premium pick, yeah.
Right. This is not trading back into the end of the first round. This is the 16th overall pick where you can get you get a real good receiver at 16. You get an impact player at 16. Is Geno doesn't play well. But it's Russell Wilson. I mean, you're not going to Russell Wilson. So it's Geno to this kid that's only started 15 games at Alabama, and looks like he's not really ready yet. You don't really know, and then by the time the season ends, you still don't really know, and you have a new coaching staff.
You don't really know what to do.
And now you have a new coaching staff, and you got a pretty good idea. I got 3 first-round picks, and I got Dante Moore looks better, and all these guys. Now what do? You just wasted a 16th overall pick.
That's right. That's the risk.
I'm not in the business of wasting first-round picks right now.
I agree with you. Unless you really listen, Muji is going to have to weigh in, and you expect Muji to be here. So if Muji doesn't really like Ty Simpson, you can't take him just for the coach.
Right, but Ty Simpson's not Caleb Williams, right? Where it doesn't you're still gonna get the best coach because that coach is gonna be excited to work with Caleb.
Odds are, unless he's awesome this year, like Jackson Dartish, you're gonna bring in a new coach without a quarterback, and you're gonna say, all right, whatever pick we have, figure out a way to make it work with a quarterback you draft in this upcoming draft.
Well, here's the thing, though. You can sit here and tell me that you think that Ty Simpson is better than Carlos Mendoza, which Dan Orlovsky, I don't know because I didn't hear the
Again, stop calling him Carlos Mendoza.
Well, I know that Ty Simpson is better than Carlos Mendoza. Is he better than Fernando Mendoza? I don't know. Dan Orlovsky thinks he might be. But Dan Orlovsky is also the same guy that said if Arch Manning was in this draft, he'd be the first overall pick. So Arch Manning would be better than all of them.
That's
right? So what happens if I have the first overall pick and Arch Manning does want to be a Jet? You don't think
unless Ty Simpson is out of this world great, you'd have to take him.
What are the chances that happens?
Very little.
So again, I mean,
but what are the odds that you're going to have the number 1 pick?
Exactly right. This is why it's such a.
I
you don't
understand.
Know if you have the coach.
It's a total crapshoot. By the way, Todd McShay tweeted out this weekend he thinks next year's draft will be the greatest draft in the history of football. And that he can see, and this is crazy, I just mentioned to the guys, up to 8 first-round quarterbacks taken.
Ooh.
8?
That's unbelievable.
Are there 8 teams that need a quarterback?
At the moment, no. I don't think there's 8 teams that need a quarterback, but it depends on how good that quarterback is. How good you think the young quarterback is and where your quarterback's at.
Right.
Right. I mean, that's when most people say is the time to win is when you have a.
But I mean, are the Cowboys willing to grab a quarterback in the first round? Or the Eagles?
Well, right now you would imagine you got next year you'll have the Cardinals.
Yep.
The Cardinals, the Jets
the
potentially, the Dolphins potentially,
the Browns,
Steelers potentially, Browns, Rams maybe. Right, there's 6 right there.
Right.
I'm sure you can find a couple more too. I just don't know. I mean, this year was supposed to be like that. I don't think they're supposed to be 8.
Now that's next year.
I'll just keep kicking it down. It's just the whole thing is what makes matters worse for us is just Aaron Glenn had such a bad year.
He was terrible.
That's what makes it even a harder discussion is because he was just that bad.
He was terrible. RJ?
Hi.
RJ.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
That's nice. You ready?
I think so.
How you feel?
Good.
Let's go.
I think
now.
Sorry.
The you missed.
No, go ahead. Say
Rick, your thoughts.
Well, no. I mean, they signed Daniel Jones to a 2-year deal. He's coming off an Achilles, and they're paying him a both. If Daniel Jones stinks this year,
Right. It's possible.
Right. I mean, you got 1 year left to him. How much more do you want to commit to Daniel Jones?
It's certainly possible. But 8 is a lot of first-round quarterbacks.
What does Minnesota do?
Fair.
Right. So
what
there's
is,
8.
I mean, what is Kyler Murray? What is McCarthy? You're
what is it?
Right.
What does Atlanta do? Right. I mean, Atlanta. I mean, right now it sounds like Tua's going to start. Penix is hurt again. Are they? I mean, if there's really that many great quarterbacks, what does Atlanta do?
Yeah, they could go in that direction as well.
So there's
You're
9 right there.
Just I know, but 8 is. But you figure one or two of those are going to not have an issue.
Well, every year. This year was supposed to be what 6?
Yeah, and it's
and
going
you
to
have maybe 2.
Definitely 1, maybe 2.
So you never know.
You never know. Year to year. We don't know what's going to happen in the draft a month from now. What's going to happen 13 months from now? I mean, come on. We have no idea.
That's a good point. I like that.
I feel like you're talking down to me.
No, I agree with you. 8's too many. Some baseball news.
RJ, I like how casually you dumped what I said too. I watched you.
You saw the button.
Yeah, I saw you.
What did he say? Was it good?
Listen, some people.
Okay, I'm not asking for a repeat. Was it good?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was.
I chose the wrong word.
It wasn't super nice for you.
Was it the wrong word?
It was mean to me.
It doesn't sound like you thought it was the wrong word.
What if I say tatas?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, I think
that's better.
I think that flies.
Yeah.
Did you say what Grassa said?
Yes. I did, as a matter of fact. Sorry.
Things were happening.
Listen.
A fun time.
I got loose. I thought that I was loose on Friday with YouTube. I thought I could just keep. We've set the tone now.
This is why you can't.
You can't be trusted at all.
You can't be given any sort of leash.
I can't be. Yeah, you give me an inch.
I got some titillating news for you, my friend.
Right.
God. I couldn't believe he said it.
That is what happened.
The sound you made.
I got some titillating news for you, my friend.
Right.
That was something. That was a time.
That was so jarring.
RJ, where do you think that drop is seated if we had a Drop Madness? I mean, we might as well. They copy all our segments. We might as well Drop Madness.
What do they copy?
Everything. Every show's got an Around the League. They all have. It's Talk About It Tuesday is pretty much a roast. I mean, it's just fun.
What you said if it were a drop?
Yeah, no, not me. What that drop with Dave? That's got to be a high seed.
Very
no?
high.
Yeah.
Even what you said would be high.
Is that in the that's probably in the
to be said.
That's probably in the Grassa bracket though. You think
Grassa has his own bracket?
Well, no, you know what I mean, because Dave would have his own bracket. I don't know if that'd be in Dave's bracket. I think Dave has so many for his own bracket that there was no chance. I mean, Dave's got 3, potentially 4 finger pistols that would be highly ranked.
No, you couldn't seed all the finger pistols.
At least 2 of them. I'm doing the swaggy pew pew and then the automatic pew pew are definitely getting 2.
Yeah, when I'm really rifling them off is good.
Yeah. I mean, you might have 2 brackets with how many drops.
Wow. The Yankees, they're going to roll with a 4-man rotation. So it's going to be Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, Will Warren, and Ryan Weathers. So they have 4 off days built into the first 13 days of their schedule. So for that reason, you will not see Luis Heel for a couple of weeks.
So Yankees go Wednesday, have off Thursday, and then back at it Friday.
Yeah, so for that reason, you actually could see Luis Heel start in the minors just to get a little work in. Jason Dominguez, as we all suspected, he will start the season in AAA with the Yankees, as will Oswaldo Cabrera, which makes sense.
We'll get into the Dominguez stuff on the other side, but I give up, man. I don't understand what they're doing.
Where did his roster spot go?
I don't think they know what they're doing.
That would be Randall Grichuk. Well, I mean, clearly he's not going to play.
He's a veteran guy that doesn't need to play.
Yeah.
Dominguez has to play.
I understand, but why would you not want to let's save it.
You should have traded him.
Yeah, of course you should have traded him.
That's the problem, though.
Yeah, we can table it for now. Yankees beat the Phillies 6-2. Will Warren goes 5 scoreless, 6 strikeouts. Marlins beat the Mets 4-3. David Peterson looked pretty good. 1 run over 5, 4 strikeouts. Sean Manaea going to start the season in the bullpen for the Mets. He will be used in a piggyback role. Says
he doesn't
Carlson
like it at all.
No, he doesn't sound thrilled with it.
Who doesn't like a piggyback?
The rotation for the Mets going to be Freddie Peralta, David Peterson, Nolan McClain, Clay Holmes, and Kodai Senga in that order. Mendoza also didn't say it's off the table to go to a 6-man rotation.
Right, but if you're not going 6, if you're going to start 5, where does Manaea expect to slot in after what you've seen recently from Sean
He's been
Manaea?
awful.
Right, he's lucky he's going to get the chance to piggyback anybody with how bad he's been.
Here's the tough part about by now most people have heard that his fastball's hovering in the upper 80s. So since 2023, his fastballs have gone 93.8, 91.7, and now it's living in the
the advantage he has is he comes from such a weird arm angle from the left side.
Yeah.
But you're throwing the high 80s, you're going to get tattooed.
Mike Tauchman has a meniscus tear in his left knee, going to require surgery.
That stinks because he was going to make the team.
He was, and you would think that it was trending that way anyway, but Carson Bench is still waiting on official roster news, or maybe we're waiting, maybe he knows. But that you would think.
Bench had a good enough spring to make the team.
Yeah,
you would think that nails down his spot officially.
And you got Tyrone Taylor anyway for the outfield.
Christopher Sanchez, Phillies ace, new 6-year contract worth around $103 million in new money. Karl Anthony Towns, 26-16. Jalen Brunson, 23. Knicks took care of business against a very bad
Good
Wizards
first
team.
quarter for Jalen, too.
Tyler Kolek, double duty. Scored 11 points after he dropped 42 for the Westchester Knicks in the same day. So that's good for him. Malik Monk scored 10 of his 32 in the final 5 minutes. Kings held off the Nets by 4. Jalen Williams of the Thunder back tonight against the Sixers. He's missed about 5 weeks with a hamstring injury. Kevin Durant passed Michael Jordan for 5th all-time on the NBA all-time scoring list over the weekend. Luka Doncic appealed his 16th technical of the season, had rescinded, so he avoids suspension.
You see what Luka has been doing?
The Lakers,
ridiculous.
The Lakers right now are a problem. Lakers right now are a real problem.
They've won, 9 in a row now?
It's almost, because LeBron has that relationship with J.J. Redick. It's like JJ had to. It took a trusted source to get LeBron to buy into being like the third option and do. LeBron's like diving for loose balls, setting screens, like they're good right now.
Right. Here's the thing that LeBron needs to understand, though: if they don't have success, it's not going to be Luka's fault. Right? Luka's going to take some of the blame, but this ends up going on like this is LeBron's team still.
Yeah,
it's not really his team, but it's still
right. He's still the guy, but he's not really the guy.
The guy.
And Reeves is a legitimate good player. And Luka right now, Luka's playing like he's playing the best player in the world right
like
now.
Luka.
Yeah. Pistons, they clinch a top 6 playoff seed in the East. Knicks are a couple of wins away from doing so. Matt Painter, head coach of Purdue, picked up his 500th career win. They beat Miami in the tournament. Boilermakers on to the Sweet 16. And over the weekend, also Braden Smith, who plays for Purdue, broke Bobby Hurley's all-time NCAA career assist record. Bill Self said his coaching future at Kansas is to be determined. You think he's back?
Yes. Well, it's a health thing. Apparently, he's had some real heart issues.
Well, he missed a lot of time over this season and last.
So the question is he physically, is he going to be okay to coach? Not like they'd love to have him back. I hope he comes back. He's good for college basketball.
Jerry McNamara, he is going to be the next head coach of Syracuse. That happened over the weekend.
You got to be pleased about that, right?
Yeah, I hope it goes well because he's someone who's just such a deity.
Well, let me tell you, when it doesn't,
that's what I'm worried about.
It's really bad.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
But they sent you a T-shirt and a mug.
They did. That was very nice, very kind.
Adam Schefter, some breaking news. Jackson Smith and Jigba, new deal, Seahawks, 4 years, $168 million, highest paid receiver in NFL history.
Ray, didn't you have an update that they picked up his 5th-year option like an hour ago?
Yep, but I also said that, long-term deals will be coming for both guys.
I didn't realize so quickly.
That's very fast.
So of that $168 million, $120 of it's guaranteed. The new deal averages $42 million a year.
Wow.
Ooh.
He'll be the highest paid receiver for a minute, right?
Yeah. Ilya Sorokin, 26 saves, league leading 7th shutout. Islanders ended the Blue Jackets' 12-game point streak, 1-0 win at UBS. Winnipeg Jets pick up a 3-2 shootout win over the Rangers. And Alex Ovechkin joined Wayne Gretzky, the only players with 1,000 career goals. That's regular season and postseason.
Think about this for a quick second, though. Think about this, as we talked about earlier in the show, the positional value, where the wide receiver position is now. Where it was and where it's now.
Right. Now the great wide receivers get over 30. Oh, even over 40.
By the way,
it's the high. I mean, wide receiver is now what, the second highest paid position now?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm going to say? Great job, Jerry Jones, not getting that George Pickens deal done so far. Good job.
Still not done, huh?
Good job. Good stuff, Jerry.
He's playing the long game. I'm sorry, Ray.
He's playing the long game.
Are you sorry?
Okay, kick your ass, too.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm taking names. I'm taking numbers. We're coming for all of you.
This had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, everything that you mentioned has to do with me. All right?
I don't even know what that means.
I have been an embarrassing football franchise for a decade. I'm out.
You could have just stopped that embarrassing.
Pew, pew, pew.
I'm out. You know what I'm like? Those kids they don't let out of the apartment. Their hair goes down to their bottoms for like 15 years. All they do is watch TV. That's me.
Are there kids like that?
What are those?
You haven't seen those guys?
No.
Bring it. Oh, they did like a whole special on them. Bring it.
Is there a lot of
Their
those
parents
kids?
trapped them in the apartment. They didn't leave for like 18 years. All they did was watch television.
Oh, God.
Are you one of those kids?
No.
It sounds like you are.
Are you one of those? Are you one of those?
I was allowed out.
He's not allowed in society.
No, I was. I always have been.
Like City Tarzan.
Well, congrats on your freedom.
No, I've always had that. That's not me. That's others. I'm going to find this article, send it to you guys.
I don't feel like that's like a lot. I don't.
What?
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't feel like I've heard a lot of stories about kids being locked up till they're 18 and then having hair down to their bottoms.
Yeah, and then one of them escaped and went out. And yeah.
Is this something you watched after football in 60 Minutes?
No, they did it like on 2020. They've done documentaries on this.
Sure this isn't an episode of Dexter you watched? I don't
know.
You don't think the streaming maybe is like taking over your real life?
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
No.
All right, we'll take your word for it.
It's called the Wolf Pack. 6 boys, 1 girl in the confinement of their apartment on the Lower East Side.
You may not know this about me, but I consider myself a one-man wolf pack.
A whole documentary. See, here's my point. While you guys are watching Saved by the Bell, I'm learning about the entire world.
All right, nice.
About wolf people. It's 6 people, though. You act like this. You made it sound like
It's
this
7
is like
people. Don't forget the daughter.
Yeah, but you make it sound like it's you make it sound like it's an epidemic. Like that there's all these wolf people.
No, it's not wolf people.
It's just
There's a wolf
family.
pack, and they held them hostage until they were 18. One escaped, and he found help.
Nice.
Yes.
That's great.
And my wolf pack, it grew by 1.
I was going to talk about Tyler Kolek and how impressive it is that he played.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'm telling you about the wolf pack.
Yeah, I know. I just the way you told the story, it made me feel like that it was more than just one pack of children. It felt like
it was
like
one family, had lots of children, locked them away, and this is what happened.
I know, but RJ, tell me if I'm wrong. Didn't it make he made it sound like this is like a something that happens a lot?
Yeah, it happened once.
4 of us.
I mean, that we know.
Well, how often do you think this could happen?
I don't know.
The way you made it sound is like there could be wolf people in my neighborhood.
I mean, I guess it's possible.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas.
Let's take a break, shall we? We'll come back. We'll get into the baseball. It's all funny for you guys. You should thank God for me. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, I know she appreciates me. She's the great Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Good morning, company. Everybody have a great day. Alternate side parking rules are in effect. LaGuardia Airport remains closed until 2 this afternoon after last night's accident involving that Air Canada plane that hit the Port Authority vehicle on runway 4. Watch for delays. Inbound George Washington Bridge, 90 minutes. Accident investigation. Lower level ramp to the Harlem River Drive. Inbound Lincoln, 1 hour. Holland over an hour from 1 and 9. Watch for delays as you head to the westbound BQE at the Williamsburg Bridge. A collision there. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA builds better athletes and better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN New York.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
50 years from now, will jeans be wide or skinny? Will email still exist? Will guac still be extra? One thing is certain. If you won the new Millionaire for Life from the New Jersey Lottery today, you'd still be getting $1 million every year for life. That's enough money to say, bring it on, the future. I will have that guacamole at any price.
Play the new Millionaire for Life today. Anything can happen in Jersey. Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
If you manage an active facility, you don't have time for disruption. Tricon Construction specializes in working inside healthcare, commercial, and industrial buildings without shutting operations down. That means tight planning, clear communication, safe, disciplined execution, because when patients are inside, when tenants are working, when production can't stop, there's no margin for mistakes. When it has to be handled professionally and handled right, Tricon is the only choice. Visit TriconBuilds.com, TriconBuilds.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Rangers hosting the Senators tonight, 7:30 at the Garden. Like Raymond said earlier, they're going to celebrate Mika Zibanejad in his 1,000th game in the NHL. So puck drop probably a little later than 7:30. And then 10 o'clock, the Nets visit the Blazers out west. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glass up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. So let me ask you this. You can't feel confident at all about Manaea, right?
No, not at the moment, no.
So overall then, how do you feel about the Mets starting rotation heading into the year?
If Kodai Senga stays healthy,
I
think the rotation is going to be
at least fine, right?
Right. Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. I mean, we can't say last week that we didn't necessarily love a 6-man rotation and now turn around because Manaea has been so bad and be upset that it's only 5.
I don't want a 6-man rotation.
Right. I want to see Peralta, and I want to see Nolan McLean as much as possible. And I want those, and I don't know how. I get the reason why you would want to do it and why it would potentially help Kodai Senga, but I can't do something for one guy.
No.
Especially when that one guy has not shown me the ability to actually stay healthy.
Right. If that one guy, and you thought, that's going to lead me to the postseason, and he's going to be dominant, and like you'd felt great about him, maybe you could even consider it a little bit more. You have no belief in him. You have no faith in him. He's never healthy. Last year down the stretch, he was horrendous. And at the first sign of any trouble, he completely falls apart.
Well, but here's the thing. When he was healthy at the beginning of the season,
yes,
he was lights out.
But you could make the argument that it would help him. It would help Clay Holmes. I don't like it. I just think that you're now watering down your starting rotation. But I do see the point of it from the flip side.
Of course, I understand it too. But I also understand that I want to see Freddie Peralta and Nolan McLean as much as possible also.
Yes.
So, I mean, and I don't feel bad for Manaea.
Manaea would be in the starting rotation if he was good.
Right. I mean, pitch well. I mean, it's your own fault. You've been bad. Your velocity is down. So either you figure it out and you become someone that, should be in the rotation, or you're going to be someone that's going to be a piggyback guy, someone in the bullpen. I mean, what do you want to tell you?
Hey, you want to hear from Fernando Mendoza on Sean Manaea?
The quarterback of no. I want to hear from
right.
Carlos.
I meant Carlos Mendoza, the Mets manager. Here he is discussing Manaea pitching out of the bullpen.
We are going to use him on a piggyback tandem, but we're not necessarily going to announce which game he's going to be pitching. So 6 guys throwing the ball really well, and we were pretty honest with all of them at the beginning of camp. If everyone was healthy, we're going to have to make some tough decisions, and one of them will be pitching on that type of role. And the way we see it is he's taking that turn right now, and probably 2 times through the rotation because of the schedule and the off days. We don't feel like we need a 6th starter yet. He's gonna make starts for us. So this is a couple of times through, making sure guys go through their routine, and we'll revisit when we have to, and maybe there's somebody else's turn at the time. But for now, that's kind of the decision there.
But don't lie to me. Don't sit here and tell me 6 guys all throwing really well. He's not throwing well.
No, he's not. No, I think he meant like if 6 guys were throwing really well, then they would have a decision to make.
Oh, maybe.
Manaea made the decision.
That's not like the decision is pretty much easy.
Right,
Manaea
made the decision easy.
Now.
Right. I mean, Manaea made the decision easy. If all 6 are lights out, and because of how the schedule falls, you only want to go 5, then someone's going to be pissed off. But that's not the problem, because Manaea's been bad, and I don't know how he could look you in the eye and say, we could have a real conversation where he says he deserves to be in the rotation right now, or that you would trust him in the rotation right now.
I don't feel good about him. I don't trust him. Velocity is down. He's been hammered this spring training. He wasn't good last year. No, he wouldn't. But last year, at least you had the guys of he's not healthy and he's hurt. This year, what's the excuse now?
He's coming back from it? I don't know.
Oh, God. So you talk about him being annoyed. He doesn't sound thrilled. Here is Manaea on pitching out of the bullpen.
For me, I just want to go out and pitch and help this team win. So whatever capacity that is, I know I'm going to be the best of that. So.
And then one more, Sean Manaea. Is it frustrating to not be in the starting rotation?
Yeah, I consider myself a starter, to not be that frustrating. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to let my pitching do the work, and whatever capacity that is, I'll go from there.
It sounds like they intend to use him as a starter anyway, but I promise you, if he pitches well, he will be a starter in this rotation.
Right. This is not new to him. Right? This is something
they did this last year.
Well, no, this is something he's dealt with before he was a Met. Right? The conversation, as Manaea became a Met, was that he had figured some things out in the bullpen when he was relegated to the bullpen. And then, he comes here, changes his arm slot, and goes out and has tons of success. And it's like, of course, we're bringing him back. He comes back, and it hasn't gone well. Listen, they fired Carlos Mendoza's entire staff.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos Mendoza needs to win. They won 83 games. So if he thought that Sean Manaea gave him the best chance as a starter to win right now, Sean Manaea would be a starter.
Absolutely.
So
they're not punishing him because of any reason other than he hasn't been good, and they don't trust him.
Do your job. Whatever your role is now as piggyback, or whatever they end up asking you to do it really well. And at some point, you'll be back, because someone will struggle, someone will get hurt, It's 162 games.
Yep.
And then once you get that opportunity again, pitch like you did before. Pitch like you did, which is why we all wanted you back. And I'm sitting there at a Tampa Bay Lightning game begging him to come back like a loser.
No, maybe this is your fault then.
I mean, I'll take blame for it.
Let's break, come back, and dive into the Yankees a little bit, and then award the 3 stars of the day. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Time to bench those other job sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build your championship roster. What's the advantage? Well, with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast. But you also get the MVP for your team. Plus, ZipRecruiter doesn't make candidates wait to take the shot. It passes the ball right to them. Building your team or scouting fresh talent? ZipRecruiter runs the full court with powerful technology that immediately gets your job in front of the right players. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. And why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster, smarter, and more efficient from post to hire before the competition can even cross half court. It's a slam dunk with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Join DiPietro and Rothenberg Thursday, April 23rd for a special couch cast of Round 1 of the NFL Draft, presented by Calandra's Bakery. The Jets and Giants have 3 picks in the top 16, and Rick and Dave will react live as the first round unfolds. From the big decisions to the big-time drama. Catch it all in this YouTube-only exclusive, and it's all from Calandra's Bakery and your home for football talk. ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I wanted to get into this Dominguez Yankees stuff, but I don't feel like we have a ton of time now because we got 3 stars in like 2 minutes. So we'll do it tomorrow. We'll get into a little bit more baseball. Got a nice email. I'm saving lives from Evan Cook. He said, you brought up shingles awareness recently. My wife heard that, and last weekend I actually got shingles. And because of your show, my wife knew that it was shingles. She made me go to the doctor. If it wasn't for you and your awareness, I would have never known. So thank you for being the voice of shingles awareness.
Ah.
You see what we do?
That's nice. I didn't think at the time that you jumping in for the whole shingles conversation was going to be so beneficial, but turns out you're the best.
I'm saving lives is what I'm doing.
I mean, you're a man of many talents.
And I'll do it one life at a time if I have to. Because every life matters.
Every single one.
Every life matters. So if it means that I have to, spread awareness for a insidious disease or anything like that, I'm just the man for it.
Yep. Congratulations. I mean, that's nice. That's a great email.
Thank you very much. So your bracket, you don't know if it's busted or not. I know St. John's is going to play Friday night at 7:00.
Right. I had St. John's. I had Duke. I don't know if I had. I don't think I had.
At what point will you check the bracket to see how it's?
I'm having a hard time getting into it. To be honest.
You really are amazing, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll just find, like, if I win it, I guess I'll find out at the end that I won, but I don't believe.
So you won't. How could you be in a pool and not check to see how you're doing the entire way through?
I cannot get into it.
How?
I don't know. It's not, when I click on it, it's not taking me anywhere. It's just
RJ,
shooting.
Don't you find this to be very comical?
It's just shooting me into the app.
That's a word for it.
Yeah. But you watch your mouth, Ray. I don't know how to do it. Okay.
Okay.
I click.
Do you have a partner?
No, it's just me. I clicked and I got an empty screen. That's it. And nothing. Blank screen. Look. Blank screen. That's all. That's what it takes me.
You got to move it over. But
that's what it takes. Oh, there it is.
You found it?
Found it.
All right. See?
I didn't have Florida.
You did not have Florida?
I had Florida winning.
The whole thing?
No, I had Florida winning that game.
Everybody had Florida win that game. Did you have Florida going to the Final Four?
I can't tell.
Oh my God!
I can't tell. It's on the phone. I can't navigate it.
It's
disappearing, man.
All right, Raymond. Following that, it can't be worse, right?
Wow, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, you're gonna.
Here we go. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I had Florida.
To the fours.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh dear. Oh boy,
that dream is over.
Sorry.
Raymond.
Yeah.
3 stars.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Great job in pickleball this weekend, guys. Even though
there was a moment I thought I was going to vomit, actually. And I said that to somebody after, like, how great would that have been? It would have gone viral if you just vomited on the court. I was like, no, that would have been embarrassing and horrible.
No, it would have been embarrassing and horrible. You did well. I'm glad that you didn't throw up, and I'm glad that, after that inauspicious start, you did well. So, what was it, 8-1 was your?
Yeah, I think so.
So, good job by you guys.
Number 2.
Well, we were 8-1, Ray. If you counted Dave playing with Eric and me playing with Eric, we would 10. It would have been 10-1 because we both won those matches.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Shout out.
But you can't. Raymond could have won with Eric.
Oh wow. Okay. Again,
he couldn't hit a softball.
Again, I appreciate the support. RJ gets a lot of support. Josephine with the emails.
As I was there, I saw a man standing, and quite frankly, he was beautiful, tanned, handsome. Something out of a Greek mythology. It was RJ.
Oh.
What you say about him doesn't do justice. He is without a doubt the best-looking man at that station. RJ's face should be displayed in a museum. It's a sin he's not a model. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
That is good stuff right there.
Number 1.
Watching the brackets this weekend. Congratulations to St. John's moving to the Sweet 16. They've got Dylan Darling, or Bells as he's called.
Can you imagine if him and Randy Johnson were on the same team? You got the big unit and Bells.
Yeah, all together. And Dave is watching all this stuff at the bar mitzvah.
I had a bar mitzvah Saturday night. Oh, and they admonished me at the bar mitzvah.
Oh, no.
I had the Duke game on my phone. What? It was tied with 15 minutes to go.
Okay.
And a gentleman came over and he's like, excuse me, what are you doing? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you're watching basketball. I was like, right. He's like, I don't know that that's appropriate. And I was like, I don't know that it's not.
And I love it because, listen, real growth by you because you did.
After the Duke game ended, you know what I did? I turned off the basketball. I didn't go to Illinois VCU. I didn't go to another game. No. I turned it off is what I did.
But what these people need to learn is when they invite you to these events.
If you want me at these things, you're going to have to kind of,
You're kind of like a rock star. I mean, you kind of are.
You kind of are a rock star, Dave. Great job today.
Oh, thank you. Well done, 3 stars. It's Rule 76.
No excuses, like a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
Everybody.
Right here at ESPN New York and on YouTube.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, get Verizon Fios and a line of mobile for just $64.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $45 a month.